going? It definitely does not feel like morning for me. I am running on fumes right now, so I apologize in advance. But yeah, I'm gonna try desperately to not go off in the weeds for things, but we're gonna try. We're gonna try to do a good job, get all the things in, and yeah. So how's it going? It's good to see you. I realized as I was starting to stream, yes, it worked. That I said I was going to try to get the uh gold seal commercial cheat sheet up. And I was like, oh no. So I quit Googled and I found it immediately. Thank goodness. Let me see if the thing is there. Where is it? Where is it? The main event. There it is it possible for me to bookmark this? Bookmark? Or what have I done? We'll find it. No, you know what? Shoot, that's what we need first. Anyway, so we're just gonna have it there. I'm gonna try to zoom into it. I don't. I'm sorry. Morning is a technicality. You're supposed to be getting some sleep soon. Okay, sounds good. Happy you're here. And I hope you sleep well when you have to sleep. I think this will work. Am I using the new livery? I am using the new livery. Thank you. I'm so excited. Yes, I did. I was able to quick go in and make sure it like worked and I found it and everything. So yes, it so far so good. It works. Sweet. Yes, I am. I'm so excited. And again, thank you so much. I appreciate it so much. And I'm really looking forward to it. So yes, we're going to start again. Like I was running on fumes this morning and then I had a lesson today. So it was okay. It's okay. We're good. We're good here. And then by the end of the lesson, yeah, it was basically we did basically full mock check ride and it was passable. So that's good. I'm not saying it was terrible. My landings definitely needed work, but I did them like perfectly last week. So it's like I do. I have the ability to pass it. It's just whether or not I do. So yeah, so it's been a long day. It's been a long week, I guess, since I was here, we were here. Um but yeah, so it's getting to crunch time for a lot of things. And welcome, thank you. So I was going live. I had to stop in and say hi. Sounds good. You have to make dinner nice. I hope it is most delicious. And we shall. I assume we shall. So I appreciate it. I love seeing you. And yeah, thanks for stopping in. Hope to see you again soon. Okay. Shoot, I didn't plug something in. Hang on, it's very important. It's my yoke. I'm gonna do. Oh, 1 second. I know I don't need it now, but I don't want anything to go ugh, dreadfully wrong. I want everything to be like set and chilling out while we're doing this. So, okay, here we go. We're getting into it. I am going to try again desperately to stay on track with things. I'm going to just bust through it the way that I think that it's actually kind of going to go. And by that, I mean, I'm going to be a lot of foreflight. And I am going to try not to, again, get into weeds too much. So we're just going to bang through it. I've been practicing whenever during our mock, my commercial instructor and I, when we did the mock oral, I tried to make sure that I did not volunteer anything or ask. I tried not to get into anything, so we'll see how well that goes here. Because I do need the practice. Because there were some things that I talked to commercial instructor about that he was like, yeah, you probably wouldn't have had to do that or go into any of that if you had just not said anything. Basically, the one thing was the performance calculations, because I basically volunteered to do performance calculations in my instrument check ride. And so, of course, DP's like, yeah, sure, okay. And then I messed stuff up. So we're just going to keep to it. Here we go. Commercial, fullish, mock commercial check ride. To get to the FBO. An hour or so early, I talked to commercial instructor today about like the fuel situation, and he suggested fueling up at the airport before I go, and then do the check ride, and then fill up there afterward, or do as much fill up as much there as I need to in order to get back. Because the plane that I'm flying in now, they keep it at 10 gallons each tank. So it's like I got to keep it under that so then I can fill it up to that, if that makes sense, without paying extra. So yeah. And should be able to, hopefully. There was an issue with commercial instructor. Oh, shoot. I have this on. Sorry. Oh, and speaking of that, once we get into this, I promise I'm somewhat prepared. There. Okay. So yes, so the plane I'm using now is in a locked hangar. I do not have a key. So I would need to either get a key or have somebody there, and commercial instructor is going to be gone during certain times, and it was looking like I was potentially going to have to do check ride when he's not here, and now potentially not. So fingers crossed that that's going to work out properly, and then he can help me fuel up the plane beforehand so that I'm not too stressed out beforehand, and then I just get there and I'm good. Yeah, so that's that. Anyway, again, here we go. Get to the FBO. All of that is out of the way. I get to just go in and sit for potentially an hour while he gets there, and I can just chill. And then we get to the things. Certification requirements, recent flight experience, record keeping. I have it in my logbook. I have the tabs in it. I have to tab like one more spot, I think. Need to get my endorsements. Need to do my IACRA. Working on that. And yeah, ground endorsement, practical endorsement, and that should be it. My flight experience being 250 nautical mile long cross country. A leg of at least 250 nautical miles from the point of origin, at least 300 nautical miles, 3 landings, solo. Instrument time at least 10 hours, and it seems like I will be able to use, like, there's like a page where there's a lot of good logbook, like, instrument time for my instrument check ride, but it covers all the things that are necessary: unusual attitudes, tracking radials, and using the navigation systems and all of those sorts of things. Those are specified in the commercial requirements. So yeah, so I have all that. I should have all that. That's good. The 2 cross countries with instructor, day and night. My 5 hours of night solo time, 10 tower takeoffs and landings. At least 3 hours of instruction within the past 2 months. Complex, 10 hours in a complex aircraft and or technically advanced aircraft. Was getting the info from my DPE, and he asked, what plane are you going to be using? And maybe that's why he asked. He asked me what plane I was going to be using, so I was like 172. And then he said, okay, awesome. What did you do your complex in? I was like, Piper Comanche. And he's like, perfect. And then he gave me the other stuff. And so then I started worrying and wondering. I was like, okay, so should I be like going back through and refreshing myself on the specific Piper command sheet. Because honestly, it's been a while. So yeah, I've been keeping up kind of with like the constant speed stuff, but yeah, I will have to kind of refresh on that. I think just a little bit, but it might have just been since I'm not using a complex aircraft, he just needed to make sure that I did that. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. So I have all that. That's all in there. I'll have my endorsements. That should be good. Privileges and limitations. Here we go. Boom. Can you see that? I mean, I wish I could zoom in a little bit more, but I think it'll be okay. This isn't the gold seal thing. This is the the flow chart that I'm using. One of the things that I asked commercial instructor about is, well, one thing that he said is, he said if he gets into something and I'm a little bit ish about it and he thinks it's a little bit whatever, I'll show him this and I'll be like, this is the flow chart that I'm using. So yeah. So all right, are we legal? Are we legal? Am I being paid for this flight? If I'm not being paid for the flight, private pilot operation, third class medical, share the expense. Excellent, amazing. Am I being paid for this flight? Hopefully soon at some point. Who is providing the aircraft? And this is where it gets sketchy. The passenger is providing the aircraft. Do I have an instrument rating? Yes. No limitation. Otherwise, no. Cannot carry passengers at night or on a cross country greater than 50 nautical miles per 61.133B. You're providing piloting service, so you need a commercial pilot certificate and at least a second class medical. Okay, excellent. So if I am providing the aircraft, this is where I got weird about it, because one of the things that I saw was like, you can either provide the plane, be the pilot, or get paid. Or of those three, pick two of them. So if I'm providing the plane and being the pilot and getting paid, it's still weird to me, but that's what this is saying. I will probably have to go over the specific regulations to figure that out, but apparently it's okay. So, am I carrying people or property? No. Bum. So, the exceptions are 119.1E, student instruction, which requires a CFI potentially. There's a little thing where if you are not instructing towards a rating or a checkride, then it's okay. But I'm probably not going to say that. No, I'm not going to say that. But yeah, so just being aware of these are the exceptions to all of the weird carrier stuff. We're going to get some gamer words already. It's Part 91 operation, and the IFR takeoff minimum does not apply, which I should probably go over as well. So then if I'm providing the aircraft and I'm carrying people or property, but I am not holding out, I'm not advertising, then if it's a smaller plane, then it's Part 91, so no operational certificate is required. Or if it is a larger plane, Part 125. And then once you get into the holding out, the willing to take anyone, advertising, yes. If it's scheduled, yes, Part 121, no, Part 135, and then Part 129 for foreign air carriers. So that is the common carriage. So you're allowed to do private carriage, not allowed to do common carriage. Common carriage is a result of the holding out, of the advertising. So yeah, so that's basically what that is. Still a little bit weird to me for me providing the plane and yeah, I'll have to look at that again. But I've talked at length about it with my instructor, and he said it's fine, but I'll just have to like really, yeah, just a little bit more, just so that I am fully. I'm not gonna say anything silly. It says 20 seats or greater or 6,000 pounds payload. Does that mean capability of 6,000 pounds payload or actually carrying 6,000 pounds? I believe that would be a possibility of. Yeah, I'm assuming possibility of, because it would be it's based on the size of the plane, kind of. Because basically, what they don't want you to be doing is they don't want just a lowly commercial pilot to try to start basically a transport service. Um, so and that's something that my DPE brought up is like, okay, are you coming here for your check ride in order to get a charter certificate or a pilot certificate? I'm here to get a pilot certificate. So it's once you start getting into these like really transporty type of things, you need that extra certification for that, so that it's more regulated. So bigger plane equals operational certificate. But because it's not a holding out thing, then it's still a private carriage. So yeah, if that makes sense. And again, I do want to say I am not an instructor. Hello, how's it going? I am not an instructor. This is just my, like, kind of my understanding. I'm trying to say it in a way that makes sense. This is just me practicing for my check ride, my own personal check ride. Do not learn anything from me. But I appreciate the question because it makes me think about the things. So yeah, so that's one of those things where if I wanted to do so that's like me providing the plane, but yeah, I'm still a little wishy-washy on this flow chart, but yeah, that's basically what that is. I think it makes sense to you. Okay. I feel like I'm just babbling things and saying things like in slightly different ways over and over. But yeah. So it's like the commercial certificate itself. The commercial certificate itself is it is a pilot certificate. So they want to keep separate the operational aspect of it versus the pilot aspect of it. So that's why once you get into the advertising and scheduling and stuff, that requires extra certificates, and like the larger sort of a plane, more opportunity for not because then again it starts to become an operation rather than just like a flight, if that makes sense. I think won't be on long tonight. Sounds good. That's okay. Just stop by to say hi. Hello. It's always good to see you. I hope you're well, and yes, as long as you can stay, happy to have you. Yeah, so that's that ish. He's basically gonna ask me a question. He'll give me a scenario if the one that my commercial instructor gave me during our mock oral was, so this guy comes to you and he wants you to fly his plane. I think it was a small plane, so that part didn't come into it. But like IFR, VFR, all over the country. Would you be able to do that? Yes. He came to me. I am IFR rated. And yeah, so then those bits come in with the IFR rating, can carry passengers and all that. And that's a thing too where it is a VFR check ride, but being a commercial pilot, you're most likely going to be needing your instrument rating if you're going to do anything other than this. So, yeah. Yeah. So he'll give me the scenario and I'll hopefully not mess it up. Okay, medical certificates. In order to exercise my privileges as a commercial pilot, I need the second class. and that is valid for 1 year because I'm under 40, and then I will have third class privileges for another 4 years. Part 68, basic med privileges and limitations. I cannot exercise commercial pilot privileges with basic med. So I will just say, I don't need it. Except for the fact that if I become an instructor, then my students will need to know about basic matters, whatever. Yeah. So that's potentially a thing, but I'm going to try and say that right away. But I do believe I know where the basic med stuff is. Yeah. Proficiency versus currency. Currency is legality. Proficiency is not recency. Sorry. Kind of. Well, it's skill. It's skill and actual ability versus just meeting minimums. Flying unfamiliar airplanes, unfamiliar flight display systems and avionics. Get familiar with your plane and display and avionics and all that before doing your flights. Especially if it's going to be long in poor conditions and stuff like that. Excellent. Apply requirements to act as PIC under visual flight rules in a scenario given by the evaluator. Sorry. Okay. All right, we did that. Amazing. Excellent. Applicant demonstrates understanding of certificate location and expiration dates. I don't know if I mentioned this. We went over that stuff. We went to the plane, had a little bit of ground, went to the plane, found the stuff. There is a copy of the airworthiness certificate. There is a proper one on its way, but I'm just supposed to not say anything. It's apparently it's fine. It is fine. It's whatever. But yeah, it's just not bringing it up. They have one. It's a thing. It's all up to date. It's all airworthy and everything. More certificates, documents. Airworthiness certificate, now valid. No, sorry, I keep mixing it up. Valid as long as proper inspections and maintenance is complied with. Radio operator's license for international flights. I don't have that yet. Registration certificate, now-ish valid for 7 years. That's another thing that I have to talk to. Hang on. Commercial instructor about because he's still doubtful about it. But, yeah. Registration. 7 years. I need to start actually taking notes for things that I need to ask him and then actually ask him the things. So yeah, and yeah, valid for 7 years. Yeah. Operating limitations, including the POH, supplements, and placards, and the most current weight and balance information. Excellent. Amazing. Required inspections and airplane logbook documentation. Sorry. AV8. ADs, airworthiness directives. And again, since I'm potentially probably going to be doing IFR, VOR check needs to be VOR check every 30 days. Inspections being the 100-hour and the annual. Altimeter and pedostatic check every 2 years, 24 calendar months. Transponder every 24 calendar months. ELT every, I was going to say 1 year, 12 calendar months. Okay, couple things. So the plane that I'm flying now, it does not have a GPS. All it has is one comm radio. The other one is inoperative. So you're switching between things on one comm, and it doesn't even have like a swappable button. It has a store and a recall function. Excellent. So then there is a VOR and another, I think hang on. The one has glide slope, I think. The other one doesn't. And to be honest, I don't know if those are in what's the word? In check. So But the thing is already can't fly IFR with this airplane because the what is it? The transponder, it has mode C capability, but it's broken. So it is only a mode A transponder. So yeah, that's something that I have to be aware of. And I'm not sure it's something I should bring up because it's like I need to know these things for other aircraft. So as long as I know the things that I need to know for this aircraft, but also that I need to know for the other, yeah, it's confusing. But we're working on it. Other thing is I don't think that this one needs a 100-hour for hire. It has a 100-hour AD, I think. For something. I can't remember what it is. I'm probably going to have to look at that. We went over the logbooks. I am able to find the things. I just can't remember what the specifics are. Sorry. And then the ELT. Story about the ELT. The ELT in this plane is right here. When I'm sitting here, it's like basically right underneath the handle. And I have like long legs, so I accidentally kneed the thing when I was getting in and turned it on. I didn't know that I had turned it on. I thought maybe I did. And then my commercial instructor came back and I was like, "Hey, did I turn this on?" And he's like, "Oops, yes." So he had to Google, find out what we had to do for it. We called the Air Force. We had to call like the Air Force or something to do with the Air Force and be like, "So hey, we accidentally turned on our ELT. It was an accident." And they tried to have him find this number on it, but the thing is so old that it was like scratched off. So he just had to give like the tail number and the place of it. And the thing is we were in the hangar. So it probably didn't even go out anyway. But yeah, that was something interesting to learn and find out how you're supposed to deal with that. And also, yeah, don't knock the ELT. Anyway, airworthiness directives, special airworthiness information bulletins. Airworthiness directives are regulatory. Special airworthiness information bulletins are not. They could turn into an AD, but are not currently. Yeah, are not. They're not currently mandatory, but could turn into that. Airworthiness directives can be either immediate grounding until it's complied with by a certain point, or whatever is given in the AD must be complied with, and or it could be a recurring. Purpose and procedure for obtaining a special flight permit: if the plane can be flown, if it is otherwise airworthy but potentially not, like if it has one of those ADs where it has to be done immediately but it cannot be done where it is, or if it is out of its annual and can't be done where it is, contact FSDO and get a special flight permit in order to fly it to where those things can be done. Excellent. Pilot perform preventative maintenance. That is something I forgot to talk to commercial instructor about, I think. Gosh darn it. Preventative maintenance. Because I read, I think in there that parts 121 and 135 flights cannot be preventative maintenance cannot be done by the pilot, I believe. SPs are only mandatory if it is referred to in an AD, if you're not mistaken. Okay, so I have a question. So there's airworthiness directives, special airworthiness information bulletins, and then service bulletins. And apparently they're not apparently, but like the special airworthiness information bulletins and the service bulletins are different. So for the service bulletins, so hang on. So are you referring to to these, the special airworthiness? Did I say hi by the way? Hi by the way. How's it going? Are you referring to these, or are you referring to the service bulletins? Because I looked these up. I looked them both up, and I'm still slightly confused about them, and I should probably refresh on that. Should probably write that down. So when you say that, they're only mandatory if it is referred to in an AD. So then wouldn't that just make it an AD, or how does that work? I'm sorry. I don't. I'm still a little bit. I need like real world examples for these things, because they do just having all of the just text. I like the book stuff, but it gets a little what's the word? Messy in my brain. So I will put that like that. Thank you for bringing that up. I will look into it again and make sure. The one thing that, because I brought this up with commercial instructor as well, and I kind of got a little bit into the weeds with the information bulletins versus the service bulletins, and his main thing was just airworthiness directive mandatory. Airworthiness information bulletin is not mandatory. So you're not sure, you have heard of the special airworthiness info ones. Okay. So yeah, so then if you're talking about the SBs in the first one, so the airworthiness directive is FAA. Airworthiness information bulletins, the service bulletins are manufacturer, I think. So that's why they're not regulatory, because like they can't make the regulations because it's just directly from the manufacturer. So then that would make sense if the SBs are referred to in an AD, because then that's where the regulation comes in. Is that what you're saying then? And then the special airworthiness information bulletins are, and those ones are they might turn into airworthiness directives, but they are not current. They don't quite yet meet the standards or specifications in order to make it an airworthiness directive. So it's something that you probably should comply with. It's a safety thing, but it is not yet, but could at some point become an airworthiness directive, I think. Again, I am not quite sure. I will look it up again. But yeah. Okay. Thank you for that. I did. I forgot that I need to go over that again. So that'll be good to fully understand that. Purpose and did that. Pilot perform preventive maintenance, equipment requirements for day and night VFR flight to include. So again, we have our tomato flames. I am not going to volunteer to say the whole thing. I'm not going to like volunteer that stuff. I will be like, if it is within, that's another thing. If it is in the VFR requirements, if it is within the VFR requirements, for whatever the flight is being performed, day, night, and I'm just gonna leave IFR for now. But we have the IFR one, which is grab card. So we got a tomato flames, flaps, and then we got grab card. If I know where to find it, that's all I need. And where is it? Boom! In the commercial. Where is it? Hang on. I should go over this thing again, because yeah, here we go. Look at. Oh, it's beautiful. Here we have a tomato flames, flaps, and then we have our grab card. Excellent. Amazing. Yeah. So again, this is one of those where, oh yeah, so the plane that I'm flying now has a generator, and we had a little snafu today. We got into the plane, and it's a little bit wonky already. Like, it doesn't, if you put too many lights on, it doesn't like to work while you're taxiing the generator. So you have to kind of keep the lights off in order for it to go. Yeah. But then my instructor was fiddling around with it, and he said, I think we have a generator failure. We were doing full mock commercial Checkride today. I need this. So he fiddled around with it some more. And he was like pulling all the lights out, seeing if it was going, and it would keep going to 0, but never passed. So then he keeps fiddling, and then he turns the master switch off, turns it back on again, and then it works. So that's good to know if that comes up during actual Checkride. So you need a generator alternator, again, for instrument flight, but the plane that I am flying cannot actually currently be IFR, cannot file IFR because it does not have some of the things. Generator, alternator, radios, two-way, and nav, altimeter, and the inspection. Altimeter, also inspection. The ball in the slip skid, indicator, clock. I should check that. I never look at the clock. Attitude indicator, good. Rate of turn indicator, good. Directional gyro, good. Yeah. Just give it a good kick. Oh, yes. That's basically how you have to get through with these trashy trainer airplanes. It works. It does. One of the nav lights, the red nav light, it hasn't been doing it recently. It would not be working. You'd have to have it and then it would work again. So honestly though, flying with inoperative equipment, if it is not required for the flight being performed and is deemed all right. Yeah, if it isn't that, no, sorry, I'm not going to say that. Actually, I'm going to ask commercial instructor that, because I want to say, if it is not otherwise required for the flight to be performed, and it is deemed that it is not necessary, and to the safety of the flight or something like that, then you move on to inoperative measures. But I feel like he'll get into stuff like, so as a commercial pilot, or like he'll get into the weeds in that, and that's where I'll dig myself into a hole where he'll be like, okay, so how do you deem it not necessary? and then yeah, I don't want to do that. So in deemed, I hope that I remember what this means. Okay. All right. So it must be disconnected in some way. Either popping the circuit breaker, removing it entirely, something like that, and must be placarded, inoperative, and marked in the maintenance logs. MEL is for companies, kind of, maybe. Kinds of operation equipment lists are from manufacturers. So manufacturers have their kinds of operation equipment lists. And they are lists of things that can be inoperative. Or that's the MEL. And then the KOEL, I'll have to look at these again. But the MEL is like if a company wanted to, they make their list and then they get it approved by the FAA for things that can be inoperative for their flights. Yeah. And then the KOEL is usually in like a POH, and it comes from the manufacturer. What is inopping a component? It is deferring maintenance until like, guess the next flight, or until like a next inspection. It might not be rectified, but it could be just inspected in order to be like, yeah, hey, it's still fine. Required discrepancy records or placards in the FAR. The discrepancy records are the plane is signed off as having been looked at, but there's these discrepancies that need to be taken care of before flight, I think, kind of. Yeah. Something like that. I'll go over it again. And yeah, so he'll give me a scenario and I'll hopefully not mess that up. Locate and describe. It's right there. Determine the airplane is airworthy. Okay. Apply appropriate procedures. Excellent. Okay. Weather information. All right. So we'll go into boom, SkyVector. I started doing this. So yeah. So I did Y37 Yankee 37 to KSHR Kilo Sierra Hotel Romeo over here. And then so DP gives scenario from our airport to another airport. I try to do it somewhat similar to the one I'm actually going to be doing. And then so you only plan to the first fuel stop. So I chose here for the first fuel stop because there is a VOR approach if necessary. Like if something happened where like I don't want to say it where I messed up, but like if weather came in faster, if we got stuck for some reason, again, I don't want to say that because that makes it seem bad, like I was bad at planning. But to have a way out, we have a VOR alpha and an ILS. So, and it's a little over midway. We got enough fuel, according to my calculations. We will arrive there in. Hang on. Now I got to go through all this. To Dickinson. It will take 21.7 gallons. You need for VFR flight, you need 30 extra minutes of fuel. For personal preferences, I do at least an hour. So an hour's worth is around 9.2 gallons. There are 36 gallons. Hang on, did I do that incorrectly? No, I did not. Okay. There are 36 usable gallons. So 21.7 plus 9.2, which is the extra hour, is 30.9. So about 31 gallons. So that's an extra hour, and then we still have 5 gallons left. So, yeah. Yeah. So that's good. That's good. So we get there, and then we'll fuel up there, and we should be able to get all the way to Sheridan, did it say? Sheridan. Because that will be 18.8 gallons. Yeah. So then add 9.2, and that is 27 point. Yeah, that's good. Excellent. Amazing. Okay. So we go along our route. I started here. This looks different on my sectional. Just kidding. I was looking at something else. So I did in between Lankin. In between Lankin and this lake, like right in between, once we like hit right in there, it'll be 8 nautical miles. Checking my nav log. It should take, I think that gives me top of, oh, no. So we won't be at top of climb yet. It should take us 8 minutes, 7 seconds to get there. So that's what we're going to do in the, once we get in the sim. We'll start out there and then we'll go do our maneuvers. And then we have the next one, and yeah. We have an MOA. Oh, sure. Hang on. So I plan to 6,500. We're going east, 180 to 359. 180 is even, so it's evens plus 500 because we're VFR. So 6,500, because then we get good glide distance as well as, I think the fuel was just like the tiniest bit better. And then, yeah. The one thing is the plane that I fly in right now in real life, even today, it struggled to make it up to 5,500. So I'm going to have to ask about that as well. So again, I'm trying to base it to the plane that I'm flying, but also not making it too complicated, if that makes sense. Like, would we actually be able to do this flight in the plane that I'm going to be flying? No. That's why I miss the plane that I usually fly. However, this one does have a stall horn and a not broken windshield, so that's good. Yeah. So we'll go to there. 2100, 2100, and we're above these numbers, 3000, a nice decent amount until we get to there. And then we would have to go higher this way, but we're not going to talk about that. 41, 47, 9,000. Yes. So our destination is 4,021. So pattern altitude around 5,000. One of the things that commercial instructor brought up, I can't remember if I mentioned this, was if we went here, again, say that I was able to do an instrument approach. If I needed to do an instrument approach, would I be able to? And that was a question, because would I be able to get up to the points that were required in the approach? So for this one, the ILS, you need to be above 9,100. Again, plane that I fly right now, especially when it's getting warmer, struggles to get up there. Again, that's why I miss my home airplane. But this is fine. It is fine. VOR Alpha, let's check that one. Just kidding. This one's a VOR runway 15. That one's 7,000, so that's slightly better. And I was going to say, I think we have gotten to 7,000, and we would have less fuel. No. We don't have that much fuel in the plane usually, so yeah. Anyway, sorry, getting sidetracked, trying not to, but failing. Again, these are like all these things that I'm supposed to be thinking about. Okay. So, MOAs, can you fly through them? Yes, you can. Do you want to? Would it check to see if it's hot? If it's hot, not make sure, but it'd be a good thing to be in contact with somebody, let them know you're there and stuff like that. Not somebody, contact whoever. Well, we'll use this one as an example. Tiger South MOA. This. Now we find our MOAs. Boop boop. Tiger South MOA. Altitude 6,000. So we would be flying through it. We would be at 6,500. If we wanted to, we could keep under that for like that corner. Again, it is okay to fly through. Because especially this one is a lot more difficult to fly around. So Devil's Lake West MOA. 4,000 feet. So yeah, and that one we would be getting even lower. So definitely just contact them. Check to make sure, check to see if it's hot, and be in contact. Awesome. Excellent. Amazing. No, this? Yes. There were no restricted areas. There's that one. There's those. Yeah, look at all these MOAs we gotta go through. but would otherwise have to go all the way around places. So that is why you just go through you if you need to while doing all the safe things. Awesome. One thing I had to look up. I haven't had to look this up in a while. I knew what it was. Where is it? I was poking around up here and I was like, AOE. Oh no. What on earth is AOE? I cannot remember what AOE is. You can always look it up. Or just remember, it is airport of entry. So there we go. And that is you fly there so that you can then get over there, I think. I'm not actually sure how that works, so don't take my word for that. Yes. And then we have the airspaces, the echoes. It's been actually interesting because I knew / know that the different airspaces are for like separating the IFR and the VFR. So the circles, like really understanding this, if you got the echo here, they have an instrument approach. If you have one here, they don't. If that makes sense. And then there's other reasons and ways. So like this one, then this one is protecting further up in here. And then yeah, among other things. But yeah, it made it a lot easier when I was over here looking for airports. Like, so this airport here, it has fuel, but if I needed to, again, do an instrument approach, I wouldn't be able to do that because they don't have instrument approaches. Let's check to make sure I'm actually correct on that. Nothing. No instrument approaches. Yay. I'm glad I was right. Okay. Yeah. And then I'll try to do the things. For VFR flight, you cannot go into alpha airspace. You need to be on an IFR flight plan. Also, it is very high up. So Bravo, need clearance, 3 statute miles of visibility, and clear of clouds, 200 knots speed limit. Within and below 250 knots, I think, through the corridors. I think. Hang on, let me check on that one. 250 knots below 10,000 feet. Mach 1 above 10,000 feet, I think. The document I have says unlimited, but it's Mach 1. Gosh darn it! I got it mixed up. Okay. What? Okay. Class Bravo is 250 knots. The VFR corridor and below shelves of the Class Bravo is 200 knots. Within Charlie or Delta is 200 knots. Outside of all of that is 250 knots. Gosh darn it. That makes sense. Gosh darn it. Okay. 3 statute miles, clear clouds, Charlie and Delta and Echo. Sorry, Charlie and Delta, 3 statute miles, 1,000 feet above, 2,000 feet to the side, 500 feet below of clouds. Echo, up to 10,000 feet is the 3125. Above is 5 statute miles, 1,000 feet above, 1,000 feet below, mile to the side. And then Golf, below 1,200 feet is 1 statute mile, clear clouds. At night, it's 3125. Above 1,200 feet, but below 10,000, above 1,200 feet AGL, but below 10,000 feet MSL is 1125 and 3125 for day and night. I'll have to look. And then above 10,000 feet, I think is still the 5111. I will check again. I've done this every single friggin' week, and it does not stick. Yes, I got it correct. 1125 during the day. So above 1200, below 10,000. 1125 during the day, 3125 during the night, and above 10,000 MSL is 5111. Oh, finally got it. Excellent. Did that thing. Amazing. Anything else? Because yeah, that's I keep doing that one that thing over and over because DPE is into that stuff. The SVFR, the special VFR as well. What do you need? 1 statute mile clear of clouds. If it's at night, you must be instrument rated and current, and the plane must also be instrument rated and current. I believe. I'm pretty sure it needs to be current. I don't see why it wouldn't be, but okay. Any weird things, I guess? I don't think so. I think I do pretty well on the sectional stuff, so I'm not going to waste time on it, but we're just going to keep going. I think cuz we still haven't gotten to the weather. Here we go. Weather. We're going to do it. Maps. Here we go. We're going to send it to flights. And we're going to go to the briefing. Yay. It's going to start out with the prog chart. I'll see if I can remember how to do this. This thing. Here we go. Perfect. There's a temporary flight restriction. It is there. We're not going to be going through there. We'll be fine. One of our runways is closed. I'm assuming it's grass. It is potentially not grass, but this is closed. This one right here is closed. We're fine. We should be good. Amazing. We have turbulence high. We're not going that high, so we'll be good there. Surface analysis. Boom. There it is. So we can click on it for a larger view. All right. So we're going from, I don't even know. Let me try and figure this out. I'm going to go like this. I'm going to go like, oops. Oops. There. Did that work? Yes. All right. So we are here. So we're going like that. Boom. I've already forgotten where we were. Boom. So we're going like boom there. So there's a oh gosh, a high trough, a high low pressure trough. I think I'm saying that. Oh, and we got a cold front. I don't think this is going to look good. When is this? Hang on. What time is it? Let's do math, shall we? Yeah, so we'd be about here. Oh God, why is it green? It's going to be raining. Yay. I don't like it. We're not going. So yeah, so that moved a little bit. We got this. We got a little bit of a stationary. Yeah, that just looks, it's not going to go well, is it? And then moving ahead, it's going to get even worse and worse. And then it's going to start to get better. So what we would want to do is we would want to postpone until Friday. Friday looks decent-ish, and then all of a sudden that front gets in there. Yeah. Hopefully I don't know what he's going to ask. So we'll see what happens with that. METARs, everything looks green currently. So let's see what happens. PIREP. Let me see if I can put the PIREPs on here. Because then we have the sectional in there, 2 layers. Ah, there it is. This one? Pirate. It is nice and smooth. Oh, it doesn't say. Okay, hang on. I want to see if I can. Not forecast. Oops. I forgot how to do this. Hang on. Observations. No. Pirate. There it is. Ah, amazing. So we have a pirate here. It is 4 gaff over that airport / gaff. Maybe. The time is 0335 Zulu, flight level 2000. Type of the aircraft is that. Remarks, it is nice and smooth. Excellent. Sounds great. So at least our start will be nice and smooth. Excellent. So those are our PyReps that we got. Our clouds actually look nice. So this one? No. This one? No. Hang on. No, that's not what I want. This one. There we go. Clouds. So from here-ish, it looks good. And then it'll take us a couple of hours. It starts getting a little bit wonky there. However, it's broken at 16,000 and 14,000. So that should be good. Yeah. It's actually looking really nice. Okay. We might actually be able to make this work. Winds. Boom. I think we have a bit of a headwind. So there-ish. Yeah, so we have, yeah, we got headwind on the way there, but should be all right. What is that? Oops. Ah. It's not too much, so it should be good. And that is, hang on. There. Starts to get a little bit more as we go. But we should be out of there by then. Oh, God. And let's check our service. By the time we actually get there, it would be about there. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad. We'll have some gusts. Although again, this is where we are, or that's where we would end up being at the time, aroundish we would end up being. And even if we were a little bit late, looks like it's gonna be decent. Nice. Okay. Next, check our TAFs. They're green. Look at all these TAFs. Hang on. Let's read one. So for there, we would be getting there. Let me look. If we left at 0430 Zulu, it would take us an hour, 22 minutes. So about 0600 Zulu. Boom. It looked amazing. So 0600. So here's our TAF. So it is for Kilo Disco, Delta India Kilo, the 16th at 2320 Zulu. It is valid the 17th at 00 Zulu to the 17th at 2400 Zulu. Variable at 5 knots, greater than 6 statute miles. Sky clear. Amazing. So then we go and we look in here. So 0600 Zulu would be in here. 170 at 10 knots, greater than 6 statute knots. View 25,000. Looks amazing. Okay, so that looks awesome. Let's try KSHR. We would be getting there. Oh shoot, hang on. No, that was correct. Was it correct? Yeah, no, that was correct. Okay. Leaving at 04, right? 04. So 08, 09, 09, we would be getting there aroundish. Boom, boom, boom. There. Sorry. What did I say? Oh, yeah. So 266 knots, greater than 6. Few at 8,000, broken at 12,000. Few is not a ceiling, but good to be aware about. And we would still be under them. We'll just not vicinity thunderstorms, scattered 4,000 cumulonimbus, broken at 7,000. We'll just get there before there. That sounds good. Excellent. Amazing. There's our TAFs. What am I doing? Flights. Wind chart. We kind of went over the wind cross-sectional chart. We just got to make sure we don't run into anything towards the end. Winds left, departure, destination NOTAMs, en route. Boom. Okay. We did the thing. We went over weather. I think we're good potentially. Yay. We'll say yeah. And this is the thing is, again, I usually like it when there is stuff between that would be along our route, so that I can just point to it and be like, no, we're not going because of that. And then otherwise, then he gets to choose his own questions, and that can go places. So dig myself into a hole. Circumstances that would make diversion prudent: storms, known icing, bad turbulence, personal weather minimums. I should probably actually hammer those out. VFR, basically. Hard VFR is what I say. Yeah, those things. Onboard weather equipment, nothing apart from the radio and for flight. Aviation weather reports and forecasts, in-flight weather resources. Yeah. And then make a competent no-go decision. Honestly, it looked like it was going to be amazing. So that would be a go decision. Yay. Cross-country flight planning. Time, climb, and descent rates. Course. Let's do the thing. We picked our things. The time. It is going to take us 4 hours and 38 minutes if we go straight through. However, we will be making a fuel stop. So that could take a bit. So just 5 hours at least. Just give it. Because that gives us about 20 minutes. Then we could probably give it another. At least 5 hours, probably more. Just a little bit more. Climb and descent rates. Let me check my nav log. Hang on. There. So, heading course, altitude, wind direction, speed. So, to the top of climb, we'd be climbing with an airspeed of 72, true airspeed of 72. Huh? Hang on. We'll do just a little bit of this. Just a little bit. Well, actually, I'm just going to show it. So we would have to. My navlog doesn't give me feet per minute. It just gives me the time and the true airspeed. So if I wanted to and or needed to, we would go here. And I think we're probably like close to 2,000 pounds, but a little bit over. So might as well just go here, especially because our indicated airspeed is actually going to be 72. So we might as well go there because that's worst case scenario anyway. So, and do total to clear a 50-foot obstacle. We'll go with 0 knots of headwind. We would need 15, 25. Hang on. We're somewhere in the middle here. So we would do the thing. And it is somewhere in between. It's like halfway in between here and here. So 17 something. But what we really want is our maximum rate of climb. So we would be around here-ish. So our rate of climb would be around 750. Maybe. We should probably do weight and balance quick. Hang on. Or at least look at that first. Went over that. There's the weight and balance. Okay. So I have all of this: course, distance, heading, true airspeed, and ground speed on the navlog. It's just the climb and descent rates. So that is what we would be using this for, and that is what we would. Hang on. I didn't think I was going to need to do this, so I apologize for not having this in altogether. Let me find my POH in here. And let me make sure I got the proper, what is it called? Information to plan with. Okay. Oh. Oh, that's why. Okay. Sorry, I have a weight and balance in here that's different than what I was planning for with my DPE. So I got confused and I apologize. So where is the weight of balance? There it is. Okay. I will try to make this quick. So can I zoom in a little bit more? Amazing. And I, oops. Ah, This one can go down a little bit. This one can go down there. And now we can just do, works out perfectly. It's bothering me. I keep putting enters in there, but whatever. And we can just do this one perfect like this, because again, the unusable fuel is calculated in the empty weight. I knew that. I knew that. And then rear passengers, I did 25. Can I just go like this? Oh, yay. 25 and 1.8. Much better. Okay, and then baggage, I did 12. 1.1. Okay, and then I'm going to have to adjust that just like a little bit. So I think all of that is correct, except it needs the 20 more pounds. So 2020, nope, 2047.8. I hope that's correct. Oops. And then boom. And then that one. Ah, yes. So then the extra 0.7. So all right. So there we go. There's that. That should be correct. If it's not correct, oops. So here is where we got that from. And the one thing that we need to remember, I think I wrote it in here, is that this goes by, I guess I can flip it. If I need to use this during Checkride, it goes by 20s. So then these little lines go by 4s, which is weird, but fine. And then these go by 0.2468. Yeah, by 0.2. So you utilize, oops, this here code bank. And we got our, oops, pilot here, whatever the weight is, go up and then find the CG. Not the CG, the moment, that thing. Fuel, rear passengers, baggage. Excellent, amazing. We have our weight, 2047.8 and 78.7. And then we go the other way. It gets so confusing. 78.7 is around here-ish, and it's over 2,000, so it's about here-ish. So we are in the normal category, and we are within limits. Excellent, amazing, done. Hands washed of it. But again, this is one of the things that bugs me, is that it's just over that 2,000. So then if we were to just go, like, round it down, that's not good, because it's the easiest way to do it is to round it down, but then it's going to be assuming it'll have better performance, which is not good. So just round it up to the 2,300 or interpolate. Where are we at? Sorry, I gotta find where I'm at in here. So for my own sake, we're just gonna go with the 2,000, and yeah, that's what we were doing. 2,000. We're just gonna go with that, just so I don't have to deal with it. I think around 1,200 was our takeoff. Oh, and then the other thing I'm supposed to do. Hang on, I won't do it. I won't do it. But the other thing that I need to remember to do is do another weight and balance for the landing. So basically, hang on. The only thing we have to do, I guess, is by the time we get to Dickinson, we will have lost 21.7 gallons. Why am I on the weather chart? 21.7 gallons. So we would just subtract that from the 36. and then figure out where the new CG would be. ARM and CG. Yeah, that's what we would do. Amazing. And then, yes, we would have our rate of climb. It would be a little less than, so we'll just go 700, because it would be around 750 if it was over here, but then it would be like a little bit less, or like it would be just under that. So we'll just go with 700. Yes, that sounds good to me. And then we have all of the things, all of these in the navlog. Estimated time of arrival, include conversion to universal coordinated time. So if we were leaving 0430, we would get there again around 09 to 0930. Yes, if we went straight through. Fuel requirements, we went over that. Elements of the VFR flight plan. I'm going through, so you can go into your flights and then you can go to proceed to file. And I went over that a little bit, make sure I don't actually file anything. VFR, general aviation, the aircraft, call sign, true airspeed, what the units are, number of aircraft from the airport, the time, persons on board would be 2. The route, oh, definitely don't want to do that. Altitude, 6,500, time en route, 4 hours, 41 minutes, this one says. Fuel aboard would be 3 hours and 30 minutes. I've been told that is the general idea. Route, other information, airport, all those things. Name, email, address, phone, license number. Not clicking file. Elements of a VFR flight plan. Nailed it. Procedures for activating and closing a VFR flight plan. Points at the button. That's it. That's how I would do it. And then if you land at a towered airport, they'll close it for you. Otherwise, you'll close in the air with ATC. Or when you have the airport in sight, or when you want to, it's a VFR flight plan. Or you call on the ground. Excellent. Amazing. We have PAVE, pilot aircraft environment. We went over that at length last time, so I think we're going to keep going. Did the thing and then recalculate the fuel reserves. Yeah, went over that. Operation of systems. We'll maybe go over some of that. I've been going over the videos for those, so I feel a bit better about those. Not that I was terrible with them, but yes, it's a little bit refreshed in my mind. We don't have automated. Kind of gone over some of those things. I think we're gonna get in the plane. Amazing. Let's do it. Okay, so how do I do all this? That one. Why is my track IR all the way over there? I am concerned. Oy. Okay, it's at least working. So, okay, and there, and boom. So, while it is starting, I'm starting the sim. Amazing. I'll go over some things. You're still listening? Okay, sounds good. I apologize for the rambling. Yeah, that it's just where it's at right now. And I hope that was doing the thing. Thank you for letting me know. I hope you're not staying up too late. I hope you get enough sleep, enough quality sleep. But yeah, so it's been a week. So I will go over some of the things. The first thing I wanted to, but you are in bed, so that may change. Sounds good. That's all right. Yeah. So first thing, I forgot to talk about this during one of my practices, this was like a couple weeks ago. Instructor had me do a steep spiral over the airport. We were coming back from doing maneuvers, and I had a moment of I should check the weather, but we had literally just gone out. So it's like, what could possibly change in that time? So steep spiraled over the airport, did pretty well. I stayed over it pretty well. I did get pushed a little bit, and then I had to do it into a power off 180. I did land long, and then I realized we had a tailwind. So one of the things was I realized I was getting pushed a certain way. I should have recognized that's where the wind was going. So I should have known. I should have been coming in on the opposite runway than the one that we had taken off from. So that was something that I thought was interesting, and I wanted to remember because it's a neat trick if you're in the, I got my livery. Tiki fixed my livery. So it works in the, where are we going again? It works in the, in the plane, in the 152. So I'm excited to see how it works. I think it's going to be good. So yes, I'm very much excited. Ducky was still there when I checked, so I don't think it messed anything up so far. So we'll see. But yes, so that was a couple of. Oh, and I should check to make sure things are working properly. So yeah, and then I'm trying to think. I've had a few lessons since last week. And one of the days, I'm trying to think, making sure the things work. So one of the things being is the one day I think I started kind of getting the feel for the landings, and they were doing okay. And then the next time they were almost perfect. Nailed them almost every time. The short field, the power off 180. The soft fields are actually kind of a little bit ish for me right now, but passable. But they were. I came in and we did them at Commercial Instructors Home Airport, where I'm training out of right now. And then we went to another airport to make sure, like, it was a different configuration, the wind would be different, and it was a new place. So I wasn't cheating, and nailed them. And that was so nice to have, to be like, oh, I can actually maybe do this. So then, oh no, well, we're gonna fuel all the way up. Yes, yes, we're good. We're good there. Okay. So then today, oops, that's not what I wanted. Today we did a full mock check ride. And I'll probably go over all the bits and pieces as we go. That would probably help best. What am I doing? Track IR is what I'm doing. There we go. Oh, it's so pretty, the sounds. So we'll go outside a little bit. We'll look up. Can't see much. It's very dark. But it's still beautiful. And then we turn. Hang on. Gotta get this back. Turn the... Where is it? Eek. Where? This. Oh, do you hear that? I love the sounds. Now they're going to have Tweety birds. Okay. I want live weather, though. It sounded like Minecraft. I don't use or don't use the parking brake. Carb heat's good. Making sure the things that's in. We don't have DME. Oh, that was another thing. So I am used to doing /golf for my usual airplane. We have VOR. We do not have DME. We have a mode A transponder. So I just need to find out what I would have to file for that. We technically have an ADF, but not that kind, and I don't think it works. I think I do have one of these actually, but it's over there. My commercial instructor just doesn't want to use it. He says it's broken. I don't know about that. Okay, did the things. So look at, there's my livery. Isn't it beautiful? And it does. It's working. So far, so good. Nothing bad has happened yet. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm so excited. So yes, again, thank you, Tiki. I know you probably are making dinner or consuming it or otherwise doing other things, but again, thank you. Yeah. So there we go. So we get out. I hopefully passed with flying colors, or at least limping colors, gliding colors. And then we do the thing, get in the thing, pitot, nav lights. I really want to make those things smaller, and I just don't want to deal with it right now. I don't think we have a strobe. We do have a beacon, taxi, landing light. Flaps go down. Looks great. Yes, I have. I'm excited. That's good. Fuel is on. I can test the stall horn, so I have to remember to test the stall horn as I'm doing this walk around. That is that on? For some reason I can't tell whether that's on or not. I think it's on. Okay, I'm sorry. Hang on. It is on. Look at it. There we go. Sorry. I thought that's what it was, but it looked a little bit weird. So, okay, so it's right there. It is red. Amazing. Yeah, it's so cute. Got that. Got that. And that was good. Landing light, taxi light, and then we do the little boop boop to check the stall horn. We grasp the pitot. Oops. Hang on. Ah, shoot. We take that off before we do that. We grasp the pitot tube, feel that heat, control the space, and turn it off. And then the plane that I fly now, it strains from in here, so I have to strain it a little bit and then check it to make sure it's not leaking on the way out and around. And then I do got to remember to do this. Oil is good. Engine health is good. All right. Then we go outside and we check the things. Oh, that's all the farther I can go in. So we have a vent. We have, so the oil I check right here instead. There's a scratched in mark for oil level 5, which is the happy place apparently. So that's what you got to check. Make sure it's there or above. And then, yeah, make sure then that bit is closed. Vent, static, vents, fuel vent, pitot tube, drain hole. Tire, drain a little bit of fuel, flap, aileron, antennas, baggage door, elevator, trim tab, rudder, more antennas, elevator, aileron, oh my god, flaps, other flap, drain a little bit of fuel from here, other tire, I think that's it. Leading edge of the propeller, no belts because it's a generator, not an alternator. 2 exhaust ports. This one, it's a Continental. It's a Continental 6-cylinder, horizontally opposed. It's O300D. So O being horizontally opposed. Carbureted, direct drive. Yeah. Propeller is 76 inches. Among fixed. Trying to know all those things. But yeah, so 2 exhaust ports. This one is a little bit of wiggly. It has been for a long time, so apparently it's fine. Nose wheel clearance. Yeah. And then we check the fuel to make sure that there is actually the amount in there that we want and need. Excellent. Okay. Did the thing. Check to make sure underneath the that it's still not straining. All right. So it is getting warm. So I am able to open this window, thankfully. So this is exactly how I do my taxiing and my run up and all the other things. Control P. Shift P. Okay, so we are moving. Yeah. Yeah, so I got there today as we're moving, I guess. Slowly but surely. We are moving, right? Oh, it would help if I unchalked the thing, maybe? Oh, good lord. Oh no. Oh, I also just realized. I need to make sure to bring the tow bar and a pair of chocks with. Yeah, I usually do that in the plane in my home. Oh, look at that. That's a lot faster. Oh, no. Okay, how far are we going to go? How far are we going to go? We're just going to... Oop, oop, oop. We'll just go, and then I just got to make sure. Perfect. That's good. Okay. We'll not forget... Oh, my God. I better not forget the chocks. That will just... I have not yet forgotten the chocks. I mean, apart from here. No. Hang on. There's no airport diagram. Gosh darn it. Hang on. Oops. Oh. I have to turn this on. Where am I? This thing. Start flight tracking. I need to know where I am. Okay, so I can go... I'm not still moving, am I? Okay. I'm over there. Backed up to there maybe? No. I honestly don't know which way we're gonna go, but we're gonna figure it out. There's no airport map, so dang it. So yeah. So we're ready to go. And I gotta get the other checklist out. Oh shoot, I didn't put it in here, that's why. Gosh darn it. I took the pictures, but I just didn't put them in. I need to remember to do that. Oh god, because where are they? There they are. Perfect. All right, did the full thing, final walk around, ties and chocks, and tow bar. Passenger brief, no talking to your takeoff and landing, seatbelts on at all times, exits out the doors to the left and right. For now, make sure they are shut and locked. Keep the window open because it is friggin' hot. Haha, that almost rhymed. Got the hobs and tack time already. Circuit breakers, but But then I gotta check it to make sure they're not. Okay, they're looking good. All right. Seat track back in lock, chicken. Avionics are off, autopilot's irrelevant, carb heat is off, mixture is full rich, throttle is slight, but less slight than I think. We prime it. It is warm, so we just give it 2. Brakes, clear left, clear right, clear ahead, clear back, clear prop. Master goes on. There's no alternator. Beacon goes on. Gosh darn it. Control E. Bring that back a little bit. Parking brake goes off again. My feet are on the brakes. Do not move. There we go. Beacon goes on. Mag start. We check our oil pressure. And temperature looks good. Lights as required. Honestly, again, I might need to turn the beacon off and just leave everything else off now that it's started. Because otherwise the amps and volts are very sad. Then we just turn this one on. We would check the weather. There's no METAR available, so we're just going to look at the windsock. Although, hang on. Let me get back into here. So we are here. They do not have weather there. All right. That's fair. So we'll just get nearby weather. Nearby is 1:30 at 5, so we will take off 1:3. Perfect. Altimeter will set to field elevation 1104. 1100. So it should be about 29901. Let's see if that is potentially correct. 29901 is the closest altimeter. So excellent. Amazing. Did that thing. Now I have to get the checklist back. There, that's what we'll do. Okay, mixture, we bring out a little bit. Flaps go up. And we want to squawk 1200, I say. There. Cabin heat does not need to be on. Air can definitely be on. Okay, excellent. So we're going to go and do our... Hang on. We're going to figure out where we're going first. And then we will figure out where we are doing our run-up. Oh, that must be the taxiway. Oh, God. Hang on. I don't have a diagram. I don't know what I'm doing. So this apparently goes here. There we go. Okay, sounds good. So we're going to do our run-up in here. Yeah, runway's right there. Perfect. Okay. So we're just going to do it on the ramp here. And we do our nice 360-degree turn. Looking for aircraft. Look at how pretty it is. Oh my God. I'm so looking forward to being able to go play in the clouds. Legally, of course. And then we check. So we checked for final and we checked for, yeah, there. We head into the wind, kind of. Then we do our run-up. Seatbelt flaps up. The thing. Avionics are on. A to stay west. Altimeter, transponder, ADSB, radio, taxi, light, brakes. Oh, probably should have put the taxi. Nah, well, I don't know. Anyway. Brakes. Fuel's on both. Trim for takeoff. Flight controls. Free and correct. Free and correct. Free and back and free and correct and free and correct. Up and down. Then we do primer is in and locked. And we go 1600 for this one. And we're going to bring the mixture in a little bit. Bring it back. Listen to that drop. And back. Other one. Watch that drop. And back. Carb heat. Watch that drop. And back. Vacuum and amps and volts. Looks good. Oil pressure and temperature is good. Idle check closed. All right. And then we, oops. Sorry. Oops, full screen. Full screen. And then we bring the power back up. Okay, we're going to take off. So, we're going to do, so it's supposed to take us 8 minutes, 24 seconds to get to our first waypoint. So, we're going to do a left-hand downwind departure to the southwest in order to, hang on. Yeah, so I'm going to put the thing up quick. Where is it? This one. So what we're doing, so we're here, right? So we're taking off. Oh, shoot. Hang on. Gosh, darn it. We're going to do a straight out departure. Hang on. No. Sorry. We're going to do, sorry. We're taking off 1-3. I keep on getting that mixed up. 1-3. We're going to do a left downwind departure cross midfield to the southwest. And we're going to do our timer, and we're going to hope for the best. That rhymed. 244 degrees. Okay. Oh, God. So, Park River traffic is what we're going to say. We're going to get up to, we want to cross midfield at 500 above pattern, or like 400. So that'll be 2100, 2500 we want to get up to before we cross. So we'll see what happens. 8 minutes, 24 seconds, 244 degrees. Okay. Where are we going? Oh God. Sorry. Hang on. I was totally going to leave that up. There we go. Sorry. Okay. So, honestly, it would probably be at that point where I would... Oops, I don't want to lock it open. Boom. Oh, listen how nice that is. There we go. And mixture full rich. Green. We don't need the lights. Although, I could then... Hang on. Is that... Hello. How is it going? We're just taking off. I'm just trying to decide... Since we have an underpowered generator, should I have the lights on or not? I'll have the taxi and the landing light on. That's what we'll do. Ugh. There. Whoa, that was faster than I anticipated. My bad. So yes, we have our mixture on. We know where and what we're doing, kind of. So we check. I think he's going to have me do a normal takeoff. So we check final. We check for anybody doing weird stuff coming in the opposite direction. I am going the right way, right? Okay. 244 degrees, 8 minutes, 24 seconds. 2,500 feet. Park River. Yes. Traffic. Cessna Hotel Tree 1 Delta 1. Try not to dox myself. Hotel Tree 1 Delta 1. Departing 1-3. Left downwind departure. Crossing midfield to the southwest. It seems like so much, but okay. Park River. We checked. We did the thing. All the things are good. Gauges are good. In the green. Boom, boom, boom.
Approaching runway 13.
Thank you, Preflight.
Entered runway 13. 3,000 feet remaining.
Okay. We're good. 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 Going. Feels a little close. Yeah, the plane that I'm flying right now, it climbs horribly. So, yeah. It's been weird, like, and I've had a tough time like making sure that the runway stays behind me. Potentially just from my own issues, but also because I'm sitting there trying to like coax the thing into the air. However, we're working on it. 1,100, so plus 700. Yeah, is 1,800. So we'll keep going until we hit 1,800. We can bring this down a little bit so we can see. Go that way a little bit. Keep going. All right, we'll turn our crosswind. Nice and gentle-like, nice and gentle-like. This does not turn like I feel like it should, but that's fine. That's okay. Okay, there we go. Where's the runway? There's the runway. Okay. Park River traffic. Cessna Hotel Tree 1 Delta 1. Left downwind 13. Park River. Oh my gosh, I didn't set a freaking timer. God dang it. Well, that's something to freaking remember. All right, we're just going to keep on climbing. Kind of? Shoot. I'll have to ask about that probably. Like if I do the midfield departure, should I only be at, yeah, the 2,500? Climb in the pattern and then get to midfield. Nothing like a nice VFR flight on the 152. Oh yes, oh yes. I mean, it puts a little bit of a damper on it because I'm practicing for Checkride. But it is. It's so beautiful. If I could get up to those clouds, I flippin' would. Do you fly the 152 much? All right, so we're coming into, so did I say Park River traffic? Cessna Hotel Tree 1 Delta 1. Crossing midfield at 2,800, climbing 2,800. I don't know. For southwest departure. We want 244. Right now I'm exclusively flying the 152 because of Checkride coming up. I told that to my number one instructor. He's off. He was at a regional. He's in training for somewhere else now. And he's like, you need to fly something cooler than the one. Oh my God, I don't have Ducky up. Sorry. Can't not have Ducky up. He's like, you have to fly something cooler than the 152. And I was like, well, this is a special 152, so there. Okay, so 2 minutes, we'll see. 2:44-ish is where we need to be. Oh, and here's the other thing too. All right, so I did full mock commercial check ride today with commercial instructor. And one of the things that he said, because I asked him about it, I was like, okay, so usually what they do is they start you off on your cross country and you have to do that. And he's like, okay, so we're gonna go, just pick this airport. And I was like, okay. So I was like, this airport, and it's nearby. So I'm like, oh, he just wants me to go there as my waypoint. So we're going there. And he's like, did you reach your first waypoint? And I was like, no. And then he's like, oh, okay. And I was like, you told me this airport. And he's like, oh, I meant that would be our destination and you would pick a waypoint between then. And I was like, oh no, I didn't do that. Oops. And he's like, okay, all right, well, we're fine. Because what I said was, well, the destination is that airport and it's right along this road, so technically I found the waypoint. And he's like, yeah, that's fair. All right, you can. Oh, and that's what he said. Okay. Oops. So, and this is the thing. I am to the left of my point because it did start not quite in the middle, I think, of the runway. Yeah, it starts not quite in the middle. So I crossed. I'll have to show in little nav maps. Little nav map. Oh my God, I can't talk. Sorry. There. So we'll like correct a little bit as we're going. So what? Shoot, that's what I was supposed to be doing. Hang on. So we're looking for the city and the lake, which is what we picked, or what I picked. Oh no. Because then, oops, oh shoot. Where am I flying over? We are somewhere in North Dakota, I think. Oops. Once. Let me. So we are here. I'll type it in here. So we're here. This is where we took off from. And it says, oh goodness. Park River, North Dakota. It was somewhat similar to the airport that I'm going to be flying out from for my check ride. So that's why I picked it. Okay. So the other thing that commercial instructor said, I think, yeah, I can't remember if I said, is he said, okay, it could be as easy as, can you point to your first waypoint? And I'll be like, yeah, it's over there. And then he's like, all right, you're good. Oh, okay. That would be nice, but I can't find. Oh, there's the lake. Okay, so I see the lake there. And I think that, yeah, that is the city. So once we are between those two, that's the waypoint. So excellent. There's our cross country. And we're actually a bit faster than it said we were going to be. Probably because I wasn't climbing properly. However, then what commercial instructor said is, all right, now turn direct to the VOR. All the best for my check ride. Thank you. I'm nervous. I did a passable mock check ride today. So the maneuvers were all solid. Landings needed a little bit of work. However, I did them quite perfectly last week, or quite solidly last week. So we'll see what happens. I appreciate it. There's always something that could go wrong, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. So what he said was divert to, go directly to the VOR. And I was about to because I didn't even turn on the VOR, the nav radio. Because again, it's like this. This is the comm radio. I have the comm radio, and then there's 2 nav radios. I've never used either of. No, I have. We did a practice approach, but I haven't since then. So I didn't even have it turned on. Can I turn it? Okay, so it stays on. So I didn't even have it turned on. And he's like, go direct to the VOR. And I like kind of reached for it. And I was like, well, he didn't say that I had to use it. So I just did direct to on my Preflight and I went. And he just goes, huh. And he was like, well, that's a fair enough argument. I'll get the version. Thank you. I am. So I did my instrument rating last fall and I busted on one of those. It's a long story, but I ended up busting. And I went back a couple days later and finished it up. So I know how it goes, but I would like to not get another unsat. That would be nice. But because it is that gradual thing where they throw so much at you that it's just a matter of like you were off your game today and they just have to make sure that you actually do know how to do the thing. So VOR can be daunting. Yes. Especially when you haven't used the nav that you would be using. So I'm instrument rated, so I should be able to do those things. But I did. I went with the easy route. So I was supposed to be diverting somewhere. And what the thing was is we're diverting to like somewhere over here, and it's like okay. Do we have enough fuel? Oops. Do we have enough fuel to get there? And then I use Preflight, and it's like, yes, it will take us 1 gallon to get there. What is your course? 220. You think we'll make it? Absolutely. Then he's like, all right, our diversion is done. Now, give me some slow flight. No. First, what he said is, all right, then we're going to do a 180-degree, a turn back to north, and we'll use that as our clearing turn. You love these kind of stories? I'm glad, because I do. I ramble a lot about them. I almost use this as a little bit of a journal so I can remember these things as well. So this is what you get. I appreciate that you appreciate it. And again, this was all today. So it's all fresh, so I should be able to give you nice detailed stories. So I'm supposed to be doing 30 degrees. 30 degrees of bank, nice and straight and level. Using it as our clearing turn. Hello. Ivan008, thank you for the follow. I really appreciate it. Feel free to do so. Excellent. Oh yes, I am. I'm basically just going over the full check ride of today, mock check ride of today. So yeah, so that was our clearing turn. We cleared it. We lifted that wing, cleared it, and he said, "Did we sufficiently clear the area?" And I said, "Yes." Then he's like, "All right." So then he said, "All right, now I want you to give me some slow flight." And it was a little bit bumpily-wumpily today. So it was, this plane is the plane that I fly. We usually do 2,200 for all these things. Can I see that? Yeah. So it's usually 2200. Except we're doing slow flight, so we go down to 1500. And then we hold that pitch. We bring that carb heat out. Oh, I could totally take my landing light off. We're just gonna, you know what? I might just leave all of the lights off because, oh my god, I don't want to deal with it. But we'll see. I don't know. And like that, and this one, the one that I fly, I think 60. 60 is our slow flight? I don't know. That's so, okay, so, and again, and this is a 152, I fly a 172, so it is weird. So the green arc for the 172 is at like 60-ish, I think. So this is a little, this is different than what I actually fly, so I apologize for that. Ah, stop it. Thank you, Ducky, I appreciate it. However, it is not your time yet. I am sinking. So we pitch for airspeed. We're gonna go with we're gonna go 60. We're gonna go 60, yes, 60, because that is what I fly in real life. And maybe that would actually help me do it in here. So yeah, this would have been a total bust of my slow flight because I sank like almost coming up on 1,000 feet. We're doing 60. And then he's like, give me a right turn to the east. So I was like, all right, give you a right turn to the east. And he had me analyze myself afterward. And one of the things I said was, I think I banked too much in the slow flight. Like, he asked me about the slow flight. And I said, I think I banked a little too much in the slow flight. And then he comes back with, you know what? I didn't have anything to say about your slow flight, so you're fine. Don't worry about it. And I was like, oh, okay, sounds good. So then, yeah, we're just keeping it. We're keeping it nice and slow. Give that turn to the east. Then he's like, all right, you can recover. And then I'm like, all right, cool. Put that throttle all the way in. Bring those flaps out gently. And then carb heat. And then did we do stalls next? Yes, we did stalls next. And we're gonna turn to the south because we're actually getting close to the airport. So, and that was something, we were coming up on the airport when we were doing this. And I was going to say something, or I was thinking about saying something, and he said it before I did. And he's like, you can turn north, turn back north if you want. I was like, yes, I would like to. So that is something I need to keep in mind as well, which I should probably write down to talk to him about. Okay, so now we bring it back a little bit. And again, 2200 is cruise and the one that I'm flying now. Am I on VATSIM right now? I am not on VATSIM right now since I'm just tooling around out here. I don't want to bug anybody. But I do, after my check ride, I do want to get back into VATSIM. Practice my IFR stuff. Yeah. Because it is. I'm really nervous about ATC stuff, ATC ops. But it's so much fun. I'm a big baby about VATSIM, but I've been missing it, not being able to do it. Do you fly on VATSIM? Do you use VATSIM? It is a good time. I am actually going to write that down if my frickin' plane... I hate the trim button. What was I going to write down? I was going to write down something probably not important. But in my mind it is. You feel me? Excellent, thanks. I'm glad you do. From time to time. Nice, nice. Do you fly in real life as well? Or how did you get into VATSIM? What was I gonna ask? Ooh. turn from airport if getting too close. Turn from airport. Getting close. Okay. I do. I hope I understand these notes when I have to actually text them to him. Okay, so we're going to do stall. I think he had me do power off stall first. So we go down to 1500 again. We set up just like we did for slow flight. Pitch for speed, power for altitude. I'm going to do it just like I do it in that one. And then we get to there, and then we pitch down for 500. Oops. We'll do it gentler than that. How about? Would be a good idea. So we pitch down for 500. Okay, that's fine. And then we power off, and then we nice and gentle like. And the power off stall is full brake. Yes, Ducky, sing your song. Oh God, oh God, oh God. And then that was like that. Pitching down. That was freaking terrible. However, we survived. Pitch for 80. Then we do power on stall. You're on the journey to get your PPL. Excellent, excellent. How far along are you? Now I need all of the details. That's so awesome. And how did you get into that? Something you've always wanted to do? Is it a recent thing? Are you going to go commercial as well at some point? Or is it going to be for fun? Like I said, all the details. That's one of my favorite things too, getting into aviation, is hearing everybody else's journeys. So we did that power on stall to first indication. So we set up like slow flight again, leave everything in, and then we just bring it down like that, and then we go like that, and then we just keep pitching up, keep pitching up, keep pitching up, keep pitching up, nice and gentle like, nice and gentle like. Oh, and it's first indication, so we full in and bring it, and go. I need to remember that power on is first indication. You've been in aviation geek all your life, to be honest. Nice, nice. That's awesome. Ugh. Been sitting too long today. Is it the planes? Is it the going places? Or what? So you're flying a Cessna instant follow? Yes, it is. It's so much fun. And I will admit, I only got into this about, so 2017. Okay, hang on. I have somewhat of a personal connection to Oshkosh and AirVenture. But aviation was never like in my mind. We'll try an accelerated stall pretty quick. Let me just get set up. So I went to, after going a different direction with my life, I went to AirVenture in 2017, was like, huh, that looks like fun. And then I started taking care of one of my elderly relatives who was a pilot in the 50s and 60s. Towards the end of, or I started taking care of her towards the end of her life. She had been a pilot when she, in the 50s and 60s. And so that kind of solidified my whole, I guess I'm going to go into the piloting thing. And I only started like 2 years ago. So I am still very new to all of the ins and outs of this. I didn't know all the different directions that this could go. And I've absolutely just fallen in love with general aviation specifically. And yeah, I always thought like, nah, I'm not going to be an airline pilot or anything, but number one instructor didn't think he was going to like it either, and he has been, so we'll see. Everything nice, all related to aviation is fascinating. Definitely, and there's so many different ways that it can go. Yeah. it piques all of my interests. I have so many interests, and they're just all wound up into this, and I was so pleasantly surprised and continue to be. Amazing story, thank you. It's been a really weird but awesome journey, like completely unexpected. But yeah, it's still going. I've honestly been winging it the entire time, and yeah, it's been fun. Terrifying's a strong word. Daunting's the right word. Daunting. It's been daunting, but it's been fun. Okay, accelerated stall. Sorry. What am I doing? So I bring it back again. We pretend we're on the base to yes, the base to final leg, and we hold our altitude. Oop. And I apologize for being horribly configured. I don't usually worry about the configurations, like the really precise configurations in the sim, because I'm just really bad at it. So, and then now we boom and we hold the nose 45 degree and pull. Oh no! Oh no! I almost spun it. We're gonna try that one again. Hang on. I did a perfect accelerated stall today. My last two accelerated stalls last week and then today were perfect. I've been struggling with it so much. And then now this thing. So we're going to go like this again. I let it get too slow, I think. So we're going to hold it. So 70 and then bring it down and then 45 degrees and pull. There we go. That was better. That was better. There. Okay. So we did our accelerated stall. Super excited to have come across my screen. I'm excited that you're here too. Yes. And I should also say, don't learn anything from me. I am not a CFI. I am in no way an instructor. This is just me practicing. If ever I say anything that sounds like it is bestowing information, do not take it as such. Gotta make sure I say that. But yeah, and good luck on your journey. So I don't remember. Did you say where you are at in your journey? Are you flying? Have you taken your written yet? Have you soloed? All the good things. So we did accelerated stall, and then I think what we did then all of a sudden he reached over and he pulled the carb heat, and I was like, oh, I know where this is going. And he pulled the throttle, and he's like, all right, you lost your engine, what are you gonna do? And I said, okay, I'm going to pitch for best glide, and which I believe we in this one is 60, it's 80 in the other one. Pitch for best glide, find best place to land, run the checklist, declare the emergency, and execute. And he's like, all right, where are you going to land? And then I'm going to look out the window, and I'm going to be like, you know what? That right there looks amazing because it doesn't look like it has anything to the sides of it. So we're just going to go there. Or I would just be like, we're going to go there. And then he's going to be like, all right, recover. So as long as I am confident about it, he's not going to push it. Is what I yeah, just don't give the DPE a reason to make you go through everything. Oh, you already passed the written. Nice, congratulations. And are you doing part 61 or part 141? And then I think after that, oh, we need to do lazy eights. That's what we need to do. Yep. So down to 2200 about. So you know what? We're gonna do bottom of the green arc just because. Yeah, we'll see how that works. It's supposed to be 2200 in the plane that I fly. So just do that 5 degrees of bank and then pull nice and gentle like, nice and gentle like, nice and gentle like, nice and gentle like. Don't let it get past 45. Or don't let it get past 30. I'm going to be honest, I don't remember what my altitude was. That's unfortunate. Oh, hang on. Thank you, Ducky. That is how we don't. We're gonna bring it back up to 2200. Yeah. You know what? We're just gonna do that again. That was horrendous. I didn't look at my altitude. We're just gonna do it at 5400. There we go. Okay. You know what? The first one was pretty okay, so we're just gonna do it to the right. No. Hang on. We'll see if this works better. Don't let it get past 30 degrees. Let that nose come down. I think we started at 5400. So nose is gonna come down. And then we, go like that. And then we, like that. 5 degrees of bank, not too high, not too high, not too high. Oh, that's what I need to do. Step on the ball. That helps a lot better. And then we bring it back up to the horizon and end on the 5400 where we're supposed to. Awesome. Okay, that was ish, but you wouldn't mind being in the co-pilot seat right now? Honestly, the commercial maneuvers are a lot of fun. But you start off with the private. Those are fun too. I had a lot of fun doing the private stuff. It's a lot of work. And then you do the instrument. Instruments, a lot of work, also a lot of fun. Completely different, thing. You're under the foggles all the time. And then you get back into commercial, and you get to look out the plane again. And you get to do this stuff. It's so much fun. All of it. The entire journey has been great. Every part of it. Because there are some people who don't like doing the instrument because you don't get to look outside the plane. But I thought it was a lot of fun. It's just keeping the things where they are. And then some people don't like the the maneuver stuff because it's kind of subjective. So yeah, but all of it is. It offers so much. Yes. And then we do the chandelle. So we're in cruise-ish. We're gonna pretend we're in cruise, to be quite honest, and we're going to chandelle our way up. So we 30 degrees of bank, and we just gently pitch. Nope, keep that 30 degrees, keep that 30 degrees, keep that pitch. And then we start bringing that bank out, but keeping that, keeping that pitch. Gentle oops. Don't do that, don't do that. There. This plane is so different than the 172. And then we bring it back into cruise. It does none of the things that I expect. And then, commercial instructor's just all right, just the one chandelle to the left and you're good. And then you can climb up to whatever you want in order to get to the steep spiral. And I was like, well, then I want to do a chandelle to the right. And he's like, okay, just don't say that during your check ride. And I was like, I know, don't worry about that. Because my right-hand chandelles are actually worse than my left-hand chandelles. I think that's a general rule. Just because of the whole right versus the left thing. How long have I been streaming? Oh God. I think like 3 years. Let me see if I can. Oh, it was my at least of creating my account. It was like my account birthday last week, I guess. But yeah, so it's been 3 years. I've only been streaming Flight Sim for 2. I started out with reading and playing like spooky Steam games. I am gonna practice the Shendel to the right just to just to do it. So then we 30 degrees to the right. This is gonna be terrible because I'm not really paying attention. Yeah, so I started out reading Edgar Allan Poe, all of it, playing some spooky Steam games, and also watching old silent films, particularly Buster Keaton. So yeah, so that's what I did for like the first year, and then I started doing the flight training stuff, and so then I started doing Flight Sim. And yeah, so that's kind of my main-ish thing now, although since it's Checkride, I'm coming up on Checkride, I'm just doing I'm down to 1 stream a week of just the flying, but we still do read. We're working on Sherlock right now. Done some more Buster Keaton since then. Still do Steam games once in a while. We did Chip's Challenge, the first, starting in January, so that was fun. But yeah, so it's mainly the Flight Sim right now, but we do some other stuff too, just not right before Checkride. Okay, so we did the Shendel. We're doing the thing. Steep spiral. So, hang on. One of the things that I need to remember is to check the winds before we go. We are up at 6,000-ish. We're gonna go with that. 253. So we're gonna head into the west. Lord of the Rings. Heading into the west, because then that's where the wind's coming from, and then our steepest turn will be on the downwind. But yeah, it's been the aviation community itself, like overall, is awesome, but then also getting into the aviation community on Twitch as well, the MSFS community has also been so great as well. So yeah, I'm so grateful for the opportunity to be doing this, something that I never thought I would ever do. And for just all the different people that are a part of it and make it so great too. Okay, so west got our carb heat out, and then we engine out, pitch for best glide. My steep spiral was impeccable today. Okay, so it's there, and then we go directly into that steep turn. Oop, don't do that. Stop it. Best glide. We're gonna go over that sort of lake thing there. And now we're around there, so we're less steep. Keeping that best glide in, even though I'm being terrible with it. And then I need to remember to clear. And then we 45 degrees it. And then we loosen it up a little bit. That's where we're at over there. And we're coming around again. Heading into the wind, and now we start steepening. Keep our best glide in. Steep. Then we level out a bit. And our thing is over there. So we clear it one more time in that direction. And we come out on our heading. All right. So, can I shoot? There. Okay. So now we have to look outside to see where we're at. Oh, and there's the livery. It's so cute. I love it. Tiki made me this livery. I'm so pleased. It is beautiful. So there is our spot. We're not that bad. I think that is passable. So, yes. Bing. I just have the worst, hang on, can I? There we go, that's better. Kind of. There. I have the worst position here. I like having the sun in there. There we go. Maybe if I go like that. Awesome. Okay. So there was our steep spiral, and now we have to look for spots. Nice livery, thank you. I am. I'm very excited. Unpause the thing. Oh God, hang on. That's why. That was a terrible decision. Well, lucky it was smooth air. Ha 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 ha. Ha. Okay, so now, about 100 knots. We're gonna find our. Okay, so the one thing, hang on, let me check this again. Because procedure, not procedure, weather and winds. I know, I'm not looking at all. 171, ooh, it's almost from the south. So, we were facing west, and the wind seemed like it was coming from the north. That's weird. Oh well. Well, you know what? Since things are wonky, we're gonna just do a couple circles because we have some good stuff here, some good places to pick for our. So we're gonna just stay here for a second. Ground speed's 98 knots. .93 knots that way to the east. Right, that's where I was. And it is 69 knots to the north. So I guess it's from the north. Let's just check, see what the westerly says. All right, here we go. .78 knots. So we're gonna go with the north. So that is our upwind. So we need to go. Oh, this is gonna be perfect then. Amazing. Okay. So I just need to not screw it up. Okay, this is nice. This is nice right here. So we have our two. Hang on. So we have our two roads. We're gonna get down 100 knots, about 700 feet AGL. It's around 1100 here. 700, so 1800 because I can do math. So we're gonna be at about 1800 to do our 8s on pylons. So we're gonna pick, I think, this pylon and that pylon. So that one over there, that intersection, and then the one that we're crossing over is gonna be our first one. But we're getting into we're going upwind to get into the downwind. So we're gonna look for that, so that we remember, hopefully, that circular bit and that bit there. That's where we need to stop. And then we got our middle bit there. Okay. So getting, oops. Getting down gently. So like last week, oh, the other thing that I also need to remember to do, there are no obstacles. Perfect. Commercial instructor. Okay, the other thing, oh my god, I did the same fricking thing. Remember to put the frickin' carb heat back in after gosh darn steep spiral. I did that. I did that today. And I was like, so that's not a bust, right? And he's like, I did the same thing during my commercial check ride after the steep spiral. So must remember to clean up the airplane after the steep spiral. There's not a whole lot to do. It's just that. However, anyway, I was getting down to go do the 8s on pylons, and commercial instructor was showing me something. I think it was like gliding distance, like is about 3 inches on the windscreen, and so we were testing that at a little bit low altitudes. We recovered. I recovered, and I had been picking out and making sure I was doing, while we were doing that, I was doing this pattern in order to get to my points. And he's like, all right, you can go keep finding your points. And I was like, I already found my points. We're on the downwind. And that was something too, where I had read a thing where somebody's commercial check ride, they did their first point, and then as they were coming out of it, that doesn't make any sense. Why does it say 500? Oh, because we're a little bit lower here. So we're going to climb up a little bit. Okay. So, oh, it's that one. Shoot. Okay. I just realized I should probably pick, you know what? Honestly, it is. It's a lot easier to see stuff in the actual plane and figure out where your points are. However, it would help, at least here, to pick out some identifying factor before I get there and not after I get there. So like that tree with the circle with the tree in it, was after my point. Okay, so oops. So it's falling behind, so we pull up. And it's falling forward, so we push down. And make sure we continue to bank. Push down if it's ahead. I think that circle was way too freaking wide. Yeah, it was really wide. Oh no. We'll see how this one goes, I guess. Because, yeah, it's supposed to be a nice, like, 30-degree angle. And that was pretty round. I'm going to bring my RPMs up a bit. Oh, God. Okay. I just want to say in advance, this is a terrible 8-on pylon. I mean, it might look okay in Lil Nav Map, but it's definitely not feeling like it's going well. I'm sure it's passable. But currently it's questionable. That's the thing. All you gotta do is pass. All right, there. We did it. We'll see how that goes. We're gonna hope and assume that it passed. And we need to turn back north to the airport. Oi, oi, oi. Oops. Sorry, Ducky. Alright, now all we have left, I think, is the landings. So we will get ourselves back to there. We will go at 1100. We'll check the weather again. Make sure it hasn't changed on us. 150, so we're still gonna do that. And we will be getting... Oh, I don't like that. I don't like it. How's it going? It's going. I think we've passed so far. How's it going for you? I had a mock commercial, like full mock, where it was just does the things, and commercial instructor just kept all of his thoughts to himself, and I did not I probably asked questions. I tried not to ask questions, but we acted like it was a mock check ride, and it was all passable. My maneuvers were really good. My landings were really good last week. They were passable today. So we're trying it one more time in the sim here for now, and then we'll see what happens next week. Oh. And I'm like incredibly tired. Like my eyes were trying to close at the beginning of the stream. So like I apologize for did you see that? That was terrifying. Oh my gosh. You know what? I wonder if that was part of the issue too. Very good. You're very fatigued today. Same. Okay, so hoping it's better tomorrow. Yes, I will hope the same as well. You managed to take a walk. Nice. Tomorrow, some of your ground instructor course books arrive. Yes. And are you going to start right away? Yes, tomorrow is always another day. Always the chance for a better day. I really don't like this. We're gonna go straight. Yeah, I'm just gonna. Okay. So the thing is the airport is like over there. Is it that right there? Do you see that? The little blinky bit? I think it's right there. So we're just gonna go directly north and like intercept a perpendicular course into the downwind. Cause shoot. Oh my, I'm so freaking bad at this. I always mix these up. We're going direct to the airport. And I actually asked instructor about this today because we're gonna shoot. Crosswind would be a terrible idea, wouldn't it? I'm gonna have to hang on. I'm gonna have to ask about that again as we're making our way over there. That's not good. Oops. Sorry. Crosswind entry question mark? Because I like having the... Actually, why couldn't I like... Oops, shit. Sorry! Oh no! My filter is tired. I'm sorry. You still need to go do the FOI. That's right. Do you have plans for it? And hi, how's it going? Yeah, you want to review stuff starting right away? Yes, excellent. I'm so excited. It's okay. Well, and it was just that one was just me doing a silly. So it is. I got to a point today where we finished the mock check ride, and my landings were questionable. Not questionable. Again, they were passable. Definitely could have been better. They were way better last week. And so we went up again to do a couple, and after the first or second that we did, I tried doing my radio call, and I said on the ground, left downwind. And at that point, I think commercial instructor took the plane away and was like, all right, I'll get us into the air so that you can take a breath. So yes, it's already been a day and a week, etc. So I apologize. It is gonna happen soon though. Yes, I'm so excited. You've been flying a lot lately. You have to re-up your medical next week. Oh, excellent. Okay, sounds good. So did you find out what happened with the plane? Was that... Oh god, when was that? Last week? Your engine failure? We are getting to the thing. So yeah, I'm almost doing exactly the same thing that we did today. Oh god, it's so far. Why is it so far? I need to stop climbing, that's why. Idle was set too low. What does that mean? Oh snap! It was on the ground. It was okay, right? Yeah, it was on the ground, right? Yeah. And you flew the same plane on Saturday and Sunday. Nice, excellent. 2 days in a row. So then, you got night current, and yeah, it wasn't in the air, which is good. So what does idle set too low mean? Oh my god. Okay, so I think I had that issue. In the Piper Comanche that I flew, where it was like I was taxiing, and I brought it down like past 1,000 or something because I had to slow down, and then all of a sudden it started dying, and my instructor's like, "No, don't do that." Is that what it was? Unite current and IFR current. Excellent. Yay! So you have another 6 months. Well, 90 days and 6 months. Very nice. Well, I'm glad that finally worked out. And you got more plans as well? You were taxiing and getting pushed by a tailwind for a while. Oh, so idle for about 1,000 feet or so. Oh no! Oh, darn it. Oh, that sucks. And you didn't. I assume you started it back up and taxied back in, and you didn't fly. I hate that. I hate that so much because it's like I totally could have, and it was just all my fault that I did a silly. Because that's what I do, is I mess up my flying days. 2,100, crossing 2,600. So yeah, so today, again, doing the same thing, crossing the midfield to get into the downwind. It just seems so close, although it is the short field, so I should be able to make it work like that. I don't know. I don't like it. Just about to hit the fuel pump. Strobes, landing light while rounding the corner. Cleared for takeoff and everything, and blah. Wasn't running rough, just died. Oh no. I mean, you can laugh about it now. I'm sure it wasn't so funny then. It was probably a little bit of a sore spot. But oh, they're so finicky. So, so then you had to like call up and be like, so hey. I'm sorry. It wouldn't be funny for me. I would be mortified, and I would just, I mean, at least it's on the ground. But that's just, so you're guessing it was the idle meter was still, oh, there's an idle meter? Was still set for cooler weather, and when you made the turn, maybe it unported a bit and was close enough that it just, that's the sound it made. Blah. That's excellent. Yeah, you had to ask them to cancel takeoff clearance. Oh no. Did they like ask why and everything, or were they just like, all right? Interesting. We're Park River, yes. Traffic. Cessna Hotel Tree 1 Delta 1, 6 miles to the south. Inbound to cross midfield to enter left downwind runway 13, because I can speak. Park River. There is. No, you told them your engine died and you couldn't get it to restart. Then you sat there for 25 minutes while they wrangled the tug. Oh no. Oh no. So why couldn't hello? So why couldn't it restart then? Deputy Dog, how's it going? Thank you for the raid. Oh no. I'm not reading that. Cause I'll make it sound weird. How's it going? How was your stream? What were you doing? Welcome. We are on our way back to go do some, hopefully not too crappy landings. Oh, flooded or vapor locked, unsure. Oh, okay. Interesting. Oh, I should probably figure out we're going this way. Dang, and you had to sit there. Oh no. Were you able to like get out? Were you blocking anybody in? I gotta read it. Gosh darn it. Okay. I can't. I almost can't bring myself. I literally have a chicken mic. Make it weird. You were controlling what? What were you controlling? I don't know why I get like shy just saying stuff like that. I make those jokes all the time. But like when I'm being recorded, it's a different thing. Like that's forever, you know? So I have to work myself up to it. Oh, okay. I have the tone in which I want to do it. I'm going to do it sadly and exasperatedly. We like it doggy style. Was that exasperated enough? I read it. Gosh darn it. We're crossing midfield at some point soon-ish. Hang on. Where's the runway? There it is. I found the runway. You're welcome. I read it. You're working at ZFW. Nice. And how did that go? Kilo Zero Delta, thank you for the follow. And the Central Controller, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Appreciate you being here. And coaxing me into the things. You started reviewing like on saying, oh, because you didn't know how long the battery would last out there. That's okay, that's funny. I didn't even think about that. Oh yeah, this is like exactly what I did today. I ended up in the crosswind even though I didn't mean to. There's no 1,000-footers on this. Gosh darn it. Hang on. That's fine. We don't need them yet, so we're dropping. Hang on. 1 second. I'm gonna try and do a proper short field. We need to get down. Oh shoot. Park River traffic. Cessna Hotel 31 Delta 1. Left downwind 13. Park River. Sorry, I will get back to chat. But I need to make this. I need to make it. All right. We have our engine. I keep getting it mixed up with the power off 180. Because I forget that I can still use my engine for this one. Okay. Okay. 1,500. First notch of flaps I should have had in, but that's okay. Pitch for 500 because I hate the trim tab. Trim button, I should say. I love the trim tab. Just doesn't work very well for me. On the sim. In the sim. I can speak. Park River traffic. Cessna Hotel 31 Delta 1. Left base. 13 Park River. That looks really friggin' cool, but potentially wrong. I'm confused and getting distracted. Sorry. I have no idea what to make of that. Park River traffic. Cessna Hotel True 1 Delta 1 final. 1-3 Park River. Second notch of flags. And then I think in here, oh god, hang on. So 60 to, 65 to 70 is
short final runway 13.
What I aim for. Hang on. I'm just gonna try and nail this. Bringing it down. Bringing it down. I'm not gonna nail this. Get it low to the ground, get it low to the ground, get it low to the ground, and then we whoop. Give it enough room, give it enough room, give it enough. Gosh darn it, not gonna make it, not gonna make it, not gonna make it. Ah, god dang it. Oh god. That was friggin' horrible.
Approaching runway 04.
Thank you, Preflight. I'm much better than that in the real plane nowadays, which is a good thing. Anyway, sorry. So you did not have to use the light gun signals, though? I want to, at some point, go over to a tower when they're not busy and see what they actually look like, because I have no idea what to even look for. So you were on... Oh, you were on regional approach and he was on center? How did it go? Was it busy? Was there anybody being nuisances? Nuisance-I? And yes, I assume that's for me saying the thing. And you were on tower? Oh my god. That sounds so cool. At some point, I am. We're getting to crunch time here. And then I want to get back into VATSIM. And that sounds like a most excellent time. And that gets a follow? Well, there. I'm glad I did it then. And yes, get it because you're deputy dog. Yes, because the last time that you came in and you put that in there, I was like, well, then it has to be with the dog. And then I said it like that and it sounded weird. So then I was like, I just made it worse, didn't I? So that's why I wasn't going to try and say it. Because I was just going to make it sound worse. Then I would, yes. Yeah. I'm going to fly. I'm coming up on my commercial check ride. And once that is done and over with, and I hopefully do not unsat again, I am definitely going to start doing VATSIM again. We're just going to move on to soft field for now. If we need to, we'll go do another short field. But yeah, that was horrendous. It's just like the worst patterns. Ugh. Yes, I would love to do that, some group flying. I am so ready to start doing other stuff. I like doing the maneuvers and stuff, but I'm ready to do the IFR stuff again. Yeah, we will. Well, and at some point we need to do a Bravo invasion with 152s. This is just horrendous. I'm sorry. God dang it. As I said before, I was running on fumes. God dang it, that's not what I wanted. I was running on fumes at the beginning of this stream. So there's even less. There's even less now. Only when you're on, though. Yes, absolutely. Do it in ZFW. We shall. And you're opening up a Delta tower. Okay. Oh, okay. So we have to invade the Delta with 152s? That's fine. That'll work. Oh, shoot. Hang on. I will try to stop on the runway this time. Shoot. Hang on. There we go. No? Hang on. Yes? We're going to try and do soft field. My soft field's in the plane that I'm flying right now. It sinks faster than I'm used to. So my home airport is a soft field. Like, it's a grass field. So I do soft fields all the time, but for some reason I cannot get it to work in, or at least as consistently in the plane that I'm, we're just going to leave it at 20. We're going to leave it at 20. We're leaving it at 20. And then we oh God, there we go. There's questionable soft field.
Approaching runway 04.
Thank you.
22.
Thank you, Preflight. Oh, I didn't do the takeoff that I was supposed to do. I totally heard the chirp of the stall horn
22.
on my. So I was coming in for my soft field. I come in and I yank it a little bit too much up, and I balloon for, I want to say, the first time in my life. And as it's coming back down, I hear just the chirp of the stall horn, and it just boom. It wasn't too bad, but that wasn't. Ugh. They worked on it the next morning, and plane flew great the next day and a half, so you figured you already hit the lottery, and you're good to go. Night flight was great. Yes, 0 moon. Oh no, 0 horizon. Oh no, so it might as well have been IFR. Well, that sounds like fun, though. Then knocked out the approaches. The following day, VOR, RNAV, and ILS. Excellent. Oh, that's so cool. I'm so glad that it finally worked out. When you say 0 moon for night flying, I get all because, again, my home airport is a black hole, and so it is difficult to fly into it at night without the moon. So, where am I flying? In North Dakota. It's Y37. Yankee 37. If you wanted to check it out. Yeah, it's very far north. Oh gosh. Hang on. You and your brother do ATC together? Oh, that's so fun. I love that. That's fun or funny? Both, I assume. It's a good time. Excellent. And no, the battery lasted. Okay, 25 minutes still over. Okay, 24 volts running the G1000 the whole time. Well, that's nice. I wouldn't expect that in the planes that I fly. 732 Tango Whiskey was being a nuisance. Oh no. Who is 732 Tango Whiskey? Use the grass runway. For what? Oh, for my soft field? I'm trying to do it just like kind of exactly like I'm going to be doing it on Checkride. Cuz it's getting into crunch time. I was going to say if we had time, I would totally do the things. You know what? We will have to because I didn't do the takeoff that I was supposed to. So we're going to do hang on. We're going to do soft field takeoff right now. Notch of flaps, bring the thing. I will try to do the thing on the grass because I will have to take off after the power off 180. Nose to the ground, nose back to the ground, keep it in ground effect, keep it in ground effect, keep it in over the runway would be nice. Oh, another one. I'm trying to think. Last week, I believe, I was doing pattern work. And we're back taxiing, and there was a plane. It had the big tires on it. And it just, instead of waiting for us to taxi back in and, like, let them go, they just take off right next to the runway. And I was like, is that technically a runway? Commercial instructor's like, no. No radio calls, no nothing. And, yeah. Someday. Is that yours? 732. Wait, is it Whiskey Tango? Is it wrong? Oh. Whiskey and Tango. Oh, are you kidding? Can't remember. You know they're not. Oh my gosh, that's adorable. I love that. They keep changing the tail number on the plane you fly at the flight school. It's been driving you nuts on the radio. Oh no. I bet. Oh god, what am I doing? I have no idea where I am. I'm sorry. Like I said, I have very little left to give. We're just gonna see what happens, I guess. Where am I? I could put the flaps down. I promise I fly better in real life. Let me just quick find the airport. I went to bed slightly less later than usual. I woke up a little bit earlier this morning, and then I had full mock Checkride. And we've been streaming for 3 hours now. Did not full oral, kind of ish. We tried to do a lot. It's somewhere over here, I think. No, it's not. It's behind us. I have nothing. I have nothing left. We have to get the power off 180 in. Oh my god. Sorry. We're making it work. I have to get up early tomorrow. Oh god. There it is. We found it. We found it. Gosh. And yes, that is lame. Why do they keep changing it? Doesn't that have to like get re-registered or something? Ah, sorry. I'm apologize for what just went into the mic. What's my favorite snack? It depends. It depends. I like lime shrimp ramen and jelly beans. Not like together, but like one after the other. Oh, we're doing power off 180. So, okay. You know what? Do you think, we're gonna call, sorry, that bit. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go like that. We're gonna do the crossing runway as our landing point and hope that that's not a terrible idea. And again, like the plane that I'm flying now sinks a lot faster than I'm used to. So I've been coming in. I always turn back way too early. And then I just slip the sucker. And it's kind of been working. Today I didn't slip quite enough. And I overshot a little bit. God. Need to have my rudders. I need to have my rudders. Oh god. Sorry. Alright, now we're gonna just see what happens. Sorry, I'm just gonna try and make this work. Oh, I think nope. We're gonna nope. Don't get oops, shoot. Hang on. Glide. Nope. Okay. We can make this work. We're making it work. Oh, I should have slipped. I should have slipped. Then we flare a little bit, and then we land within 200 feet, for the love of God. Oh god, there's words I want to say right now. I should have slipped. I could have slipped. I should have slipped. God damn it. Jelly bellies, yes. Jelly belly, jelly beans. They're delicious. I like having, it's like a surprise every time you take one. And they're just so tasty. And then you get the cinnamon ones, and it's like a little bit of punishment. So it's like, it's a foil. It's a foil to the goodness. You need that balance. I apologize. And we didn't, for the love of God. Again, like, I'll try not to lose the runway again. I have to go to bed. This is why do not fly fatigued. This is what happens. For a long time, you flew a 612 Bravo Zulu. Oh, God. But moved to a new 172 after 2 Bravo Zulu decided to just sit on the ground, moved to 64465. Then in 2020, they followed with the FISDO to change it to 64 OMG. 64 OMG. Is that how you say it on the radio? Oscar Mike Golf. Or Zero Mike Golf? It helps you make sure that you're saying the right what? I've had that a little bit. I've been flying the same aircraft for most of 2 years. And then commercial instructor, his home airport has 2 other aircraft that I've started kind of flying one more than the other right now. But yeah, dealing with having like, well, my sim tail number and then my home airport what is it called? My home airport plane, doing that for 2 years and then adding those 2 in there. I have almost said my home one a couple of times, especially today when I lost all brain power. So, yeah. Yeah. You love Jelly Bellies! Yes! You have toured the factory numerous times. You can have the puke and other disgusting flavors. No, I don't do those. Oh, no. Although, with the small ones, I'm an aunt. Then it's fun. They have the best faces. Oh, God, no, I'm not going to make it. Hang on. No, this is fine. This is fine. We got this. No, stop it. Get that speed, get that speed, get that speed. All right, sorry, 1 second. I'm going to try and make this work. Okay, best glide, best glide, best glide. So I think, sorry, 1 sec. I'll actually wait and try to actually get this done. Get it down, get it down, get it down, get it down, get it down. Nope, 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 nope. It's still got it, it's still got it, it's still got it. Get it close, get it close. Oops, frick. Get it close, and then get it down. That's all I got, I'm sorry. My frickin' rudders got caught right at... I'm sorry, I have, shoot. Ugh. We didn't do a short field takeoff. Will you forgive me if I don't do a short... You know what? You know what I'm gonna do? Oh my God, you know what I'm gonna do? Hang on. We're back taxiing. I'm gonna do a short field takeoff and a landing right on the runway. That's what we're doing. That is my short field takeoff. I'm so sorry. I don't. My eyes were wanting to close as I started the stream. And it's just, the brain is not working. Oh God. The FISDO 2 weeks ago finally finalized the paper. Oh God, sorry. Finally finalized the paperwork. So which one have you been using in the meantime? Thank you, Preflight. It's zero. Oh, okay. Kill the engine. Oh God.
Runway 0422.
Did I not have it killed completely? I'm so confused. Oops. I'm sorry. I promise I fly better and taxi better in real life. But only slightly. Didn't help the flight before you got moved into another Cessna you don't fly often. That is why that little tag with the what's the thing? With the tail number is like saving grace. I'm always like, I always hesitate now. I'm just like, I start the call and then I immediately, Cessna glances at the tail number, reads it. It's like, I only fly like 2-3 different planes. I should be able to do this, but no. Short takeoff and landing. The second one, first one and the second one, the bounce. Yeah. Oh no, like pull the mixture. Oh, that's a good one. Cause that would be my that is the last. Can you go? That's the last thing I'm supposed to do on commercial check ride. So I could just I mean I still have to back taxi, but it's more hilarious in my head than it would be in real life. But I don't think DPE would appreciate it, but if I make my spot, honestly worth it. But yes, I just want to say the plane that I fly now, it sinks. It does not float, especially like that. So we'll see what happens here. We're doing short takeoff, and then we're just gonna land, and then we're gonna taxi back in, and we're gonna hope we don't run off the end of the runway. Because this is actually what so I did. I did my instrument rating last fall. Busted my VOR, had to go back and do it again. I should have taken more runway, but no, we're sending it. Uh and after I went back and redid it and it was perfect, it was fine. And he was like, "All right, good. You passed, whatever." And I was like, "Oh, excellent. So does that mean I get to make you fly?" And he's like, "Yeah, you can go ahead and make me fly." And so then he's like, "What do you want to see?" And I was like, "I don't know. What do you want to do?" And he did a fast approach. He was coming in at like cruise speed on the approach and then just like planted it on the numbers. And then he's like, I can't remember what he said, but he said something that confused me. And then he's like, "No, like I'm going to take off and land immediately back on the runway." And I was like, "Okie dokie, I'm ready." And he did it, and it was awesome. And so we're going to try it. It remained N64465. They covered the new tail number with a sticker of the old one for 2 years until the FSDO got done with the flood of LODAs. Oh my god. But okay, so it was a sticker with the tail number you're supposed to be saying. Wait. Oh, sorry. They covered the new tail number with a sticker of the old one. Sorry. I can't read now either. I'm sorry. You put it in there and I have understood it now. Cover the new tail number with a sticker of the old one. Oh my god. Was it like a hand-drawn one? I feel like that would be amazing. Just like this Comic Sans tail number. Okay, short takeoff. Did we do the short takeoff? No, we didn't. Rev it up. Oh god, we'll see what happens. Oh god. I don't think we're gonna make it. No, we're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. We're gonna do it. It's gonna be fine. Oh god, I have to bring the... Oh god. We're not gonna make it. Oh god. I took your advice. Oh shoot, I killed the mixture and now I'm porpoising and we're still gonna... Oh god, this is frightening actually. I totally had that and then I just... Well, now I have to restart it to taxi back in. That did not work. Well, gosh darn it. That's terrible. I am not currently, apparently, a stole person. One of the owners of my home airport slash home airplane is I went in, I was nearby, and I went in to see how the windshield was doing. Because that's why I'm in the new airplane, the airplane I'm flying now. Because my home airplane, when I usually fly, the windshield broke. It's just like a little, it's just like a little peeled up piece right here. It just kind of like popped or something. And it's just like broken right there. However, I mean, that's sufficient. But it was it's right before my check ride. And so that was kind of devastating. But then this is actually, the one that I'm flying now is actually somewhat better because it has a stall.
Runway 31.
Yes, we are. Park River traffic, Cessna Hotel 31,
Runway 31.
Delta 1.
3,100 feet remaining.
Thank you, Preflight. Back taxi 13, Park River. So yeah, so the stall horn actually sounds in the one that I'm flying right now. So that's nice for the stalls I have to do. But I did. I went and tried to see how the plane was doing. The parts are back ordered. It's just sitting in its hangar sad. And the owner, one of the owners came up to me. He drove up and he was just practicing for STOL competition. He's super, super good. He does like the STOL drag racing as well. And he sent me a video of him doing that. And he won, obviously. But yeah, it's like the insane control that you have to have for those things is something that I aspire to. Okay, sorry.
Approaching runway 0422.
I'm just rambling now. I apologize.
Entered runway 04.
Oops. Oh God. I can't tax either. No, it was the one on the side that had the. Oh, that had the sticker thing. They didn't bother to add the new number in the panel. Oh, okay. Until it was approved. Got it. Okay. Oh, it was just a sticker on the side of the plane. Oh no. Did it ever come off? You gotta go to bed. Sounds good. Good night. Good night. See you tomorrow night. Are you doing it? Yes, absolutely. I thought I saw a thing that you weren't tomorrow. But okay, yes, absolutely. Check out Charlie Foxtrot. Check out Deputy Dog. I apologize for this. I promise I'm usually better. I just don't have the energy anymore. But yes, I'm looking forward to it. Just be able to chill for a little bit. It'll be nice. Oh no, that doesn't sound fun. I assume the windshield bit. No, it apparently was not. And no, it wasn't fun to have. Yeah. It is. I think it's working out fine. So it'll be good. Whee! I'm not sure what part that was for, but yeah. STOL drag sounds so fun. It looks so fun. Yes. Someday. It is not this day. I want to see him compete at some point, but yeah. No. It was off when you flew last week, meaning, but you got it. It's good now though, right? Yes. Where are the runway warnings coming from? What app? It is Preflight. I use it in real life and I attach it with some sort of tracker. Flight events. So it connects the sim with my Preflight, and it is lovely, and it speaks to me. And then sometimes it's like, I know I'm doing something silly, Preflight. Thank you for rubbing it in. Yeah. You're not doing the new highway tomorrow. Oh, just a normal one off. Okay, sounds good. All right. Sounds good. So it'll be super chill, or not so chill, because you'll be doing potentially interesting things. Barrel rolls, inversions. Could be anything. Sorry for the random emojis. Oh God, did I miss something? Oh, those. To be honest, I cannot see emojis very well from here. So I kind of just gloss over them. But now I have to see what they are since you brought it up. Clock stonks, I think is what you said. You think your cat pawed the phone? This pleases me. Which cat? I hope it was whiskey, because then that means it was a drunk text. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm shutting down. So hopefully we passed. Those didn't pass. I promise. I've done them better. Thank you. Let me look at the thing. Skipper Jeff, thank you for the follow and for putting up with me. And honestly, everyone, thank you for putting up with me. Yeah, so hopefully we passed. Again, in real life, I do better than that. I do. I promise. Like, these past couple of weeks, I'm like, okay, I could actually, like, I feel okay about it. I'm trying not to get too confident about it because that's when I screw stuff up. So, yeah. Anyway, we get in. We're here. Why is my pitot heat on? I did not ask for that. Um, I've forgotten how to do this. All of these things go. Which way am I going? This way. Master. Boom. Probably tango. Does that say tango? Probably tango. Okay. So she danced across the keys. Or he. I'm not sure. Either way, it pleases me. And then we. Mags. Apparently, that last landing didn't count and it doesn't go in my logbook. Oops. Well, there. And I got my new livery. I love it. Yay. And the birds are singing. The clouds are beautiful. And now we will exit so that we can have pretty music. Oh, God. Yeah. Pretty music. And then I'll put it on the thingy. Oh, we have to do a little nav map. Where is it? Where's the nav map? There it is. There it is. Okay. Boom. There we go. Anyone that flies with Wombi's rubber ducky on their panel is okay with me. Yes, I love the rubber ducky. Wombi is a genius, and the ducky is very vocal, which is a good thing. That I like it. Good luck. Hope it goes well. I do too. Thank you. Yeah. It should. It should. There's always a chance of something going wrong, so I'm really optimistic about it, but we'll see. I appreciate it. We could add the duck to your other planes. Yes, exactly. That would be amazing. Maybe someday. Okay, we'll quick go over to little nav map. We took off. We did a left downwind departure, crossing midfield, kind of, I guess, to our waypoint. And then we diverted, question mark. Looks like a really skinny chicken that's trying to look buff. I would say it's him, but he's chonky, so, and has very small wings. Anyway, we diverted, and then we did a clearing turn, and then we did a slow flight turn, and then we turned around so that we could do our stalls. We did our stalls. Oops, sorry. We did our stalls, power on, power off, accelerated, and then somewhere... so we got... Oh, I think I turned back around, and then we did... Were those... Oh, I did a really terrible... Hang on. Did a really terrible lazy 8, and then did it... Hang on. Sorry, I'm trying... Commercial spaghetti. Turned around. Oh, did a really terrible lazy 8, and then we did our better lazy 8s, I guess, kind of. Then we did our shundels. One asked for, and then one not asked for. Look at that deep spiral. That is definitely one of my better ones. Oh my god, I am very pleased with that. And the only one that kind of like got kind of off was like towards the end there. So yeah, yay. And then we turned around. I don't know what I was doing there. I think I was trying to find, yeah, I'm trying to find a spot. So we went in, oh, that's terrible. Went into the upwind, picked our spots, went into the upwind, went into the downwind. I don't know what happened here, to be honest. My lazy 8s are much better than this, I promise. It's not lazy. God damn it. 8s on pylons. So we went like that, and whatever happened there happened, and then whatever happened there, and then we turned around and we went back. All the way back. All the way back. All the way back. Zooms out. All the way back. Okay. Then we got in, did our short field that wasn't short. And then we got back up, did our soft field that I can't remember if it was okay or not. Then we did our soft field takeoff. Then we did our power off 180, which was words I can't say. And then, we did our power off 180, floated almost to the end of the freaking runway. So we took off again. We did a go around. And then we did another power off 180. But then we had to do it. Oh, yeah, that's why. Okay. Then we did another power off 180 that almost worked, kind of, maybe. We'll just say we were within. We just planted it. And then we did our short field takeoff. And we did our short field takeoff, boop, and then landed past the runway. An attempt was made. And then we taxied back in and parked wherever we felt like. We taxied back in, went off the run, and then parked somewhere. Yep. So that was a really terrible example of a commercial mock check ride. The maneuvers were good. The landings were... Hang on. Not all the maneuvers were good. I promise I do them better in the actual plane. I do not have the proper control of this aircraft. But yeah, so we'll see how it goes. Yeah. So that was full-ish mock commercial check ride. We usually do Thursdays for Sherlock, but I'm taking time off right now. Sundays, we finish Chip's Challenge. We usually do some sort of a game. Taking those off right now. So we'll be flying again on Tuesday. If anything, if I decide to do another stream in the meantime, I will post it there. Otherwise, yeah. I think that's all the things. So Trevor got lost and found their way here. Or found their way back. And decided to stick around. For some reason. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you putting up with me on this most, fatigued stream. Tedious and, leaving much to be desired in the way of quality flying. But yes, we did the things, we got the things done, and yeah, we'll see what happens next. So yeah, I think that's it. If you know anybody who's on right now, let me know. Otherwise, I'll quick try to find one. I'll turn that off so that it doesn't make strange sounds. I need to go to bed. So I will not be sticking around. I will be raiding and running, tossing the party. To continue. So we try to keep it to the... We try to find some GA people. Because we like our GA. Oh god, that's loud. What is this one? one's a rerun. There's not usually a whole lot happening at this time. We're going to try. Most have already gone to bed. Right, exactly. Which is exactly where I need to be. However, we must continue the party for those who wish to. Okay, this looks kind of interesting. So we're gonna go here. All right. I need to know where we're going. Okay, there we go. And now I have to figure out how to do this. We're getting there. We're getting there. Boom and this. Oh shoot, that's not what I was supposed to do. I keep clicking the clip button instead of the raid button because I'm like, oh, it's like a, I don't know, raid. There we go. That's going to be an interesting clip. Hi, me from the past and the future. That is not what I wanted. There it is. Okay. So we'll go there. Okay. By the way, I like the WB Sim 152 mod. I would love the C172 classmate. Is it okay? I knew that was happening and coming. When is it? Is there any updates on the time frame? I'm looking forward to it. Oh no, do not tell me that they're shutting down now. I'll keep it up just in case. Ooh, hang on. Okay. We'll try this one actually. It says learning to fly, and that's always a fun time. So it's been out for months. Okay. How haven't I known? Maybe I just forgot. I don't know. I will have to look that up then. So, okay. Wait. Unless I'm thinking of something completely different. I will. I will try. I will. I'm gonna type that out so that I remember to look at it. Okay. All right. Sounds good. Thank you. Oh, excellent. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Thank you for letting me know. I've been so out of everything other than what I'm doing right now. So I do. I apologize for all the things. Appreciate you putting up with me. And we're gonna start doing we're gonna start doing new stuff hopefully soon. But yeah, for now, it is what it is. So again, much appreciated. Thank you for the raid. Thank you for the follows. Yeah, I do. It's so much fun having you all here, and yeah, it's fun. So enjoy the raid. I'm gonna head off to bed. And hope to see you again soon. Have a great whatever's gonna be for you. And I think that's it. If I forgot anything, brain is mush. So yeah, I think that's it though. So thank you. Thank you so much. And bye.